let's get going, folks. Welcome to Highwind Rumble.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Ooh.
Woo! Let's
Very
get
excited.
Yeah!
I'm ready to be a part of violence
Yeah,
for a little bit,
baby.
you know.
Just a wee
Sounds
bit of violence.
just a wee little
Have to get
violence.
violent.
All right. Well, let me just take a moment to introduce us. First off, welcome guests and viewers to Masks and Mayhem. I'm your game master, RC. Tonight's game uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition, the world's greatest superhero RPG, made by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. For the uninitiated, the game's main mechanic is a D20 plus an ability modifier versus a difficulty check. This allows for it to facilitate cinematic action. Character creation offers nearly unlimited flexibility to create any type of character. The system also has a sort of currency called hero points that allows you to reroll dice, edit scenes, and modify or boost a character's powers in a pinch. They are earned by leaning into genre tropes like setbacks and complications, heroic behavior, unheroic behavior, good and bad roleplay, jokes I think are funny, and even jokes I think aren't. So let's get started by introducing our players. If you'll remember yourselves and not your characters, let's start with Quin.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi everyone. My name is Quin, Control Quin. I dabble in some tabletop games and I like being a chaos element to every story I'm a part of. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me to, play my chaotic character for y'all.
All right, let's go clockwise with this.
All right, I am Claude, aka Curly Insane Guy _ I'm on Threads and Instagram, and I talk about TTRPGs and superheroes in general. And a lot of the time, I combine the two. And I'm always happy to be back on the show.
So, hi, I'm Carp, which is short for Mother of Carp. I make things and I do stuff on Twitch, and yeah, that's what I do. Things and stuff and things simultaneously.
Stuff and things, yes. Oh, hi, I'm Goldie. I also do stuff and things. The Queen Goldie. I love pop culture. I love just hanging out. I love variety. I produce streams as well. So, yeah, the Queen Goldie on everything. Everything, the Queen Goldie.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm the mysterious one. You can catch me on stuff like this with the Mayhem cast, or I'm over at Untold Stories Project, making stories over there, and I might show up at a convention or two and help GM. Who knows? RC.
That's me. Hi, I'm RC. As I already mentioned, I'm the GM here. We're also going to do just a quick little bit of a previously on, as this is a culmination of a crossover of two different stories. I'll have Carp take it away, and everyone just kind of read their little blurb.
Sweet. Former member of the Guiding Hand Monastery, Maisie Haze, aka Storm Fury, is a martial artist and post-human with wild wind powers in Highwind City.
Former medical student and mob doctor Rory Stevens, aka Dr. Haze, was given smoke abilities after being cursed by a witch.
Yo, I'm JJ Townsend, aka Tatitude, and I'm a career criminal, post-human, with tattoos that give me powers.
Anika Petrov Dupree, aka Sapphire Shadow, is a world-class thief.
Sorry. Dr. Gracie Madnugs, aka the Machinist daughter, deity, person, human being. I'm a robotics obsessed with my late father's legacy.
All right. And the Machinist's daughter, Sapphire Shadow, and Tatitude were imprisoned in the Big Iron Penitentiary by the Majestic 12. Along with others, they were forced into Black Ops mission as the Redacted Rangers. Dr. Madnug eventually escaped and returned to Highwind City. Early in March of 2024, Sapphire Shadow and Tatitude were sent to Highwind on a mission. Dr. Madnug broke them out to participate in a heist in the Underground, a separate city beneath Highwind. While there, they stole the rare material Test Light from Okada Tech. Meanwhile, that same night, Dr. Haze and Storm Fury fought against robots and cyborgs across Highwind. The cyborgs were members of gangs that were offered to be upgraded. Eventually, the remaining robot was retreating back to their base, where the heroes discovered the Machinist daughter, along with Sapphire Shadow and Tatitude, fresh off their heist. So as we fade into the scene, we have a broken down wall from this robot. We have basically in the backlit shadow of this big broken wall, you have Storm Fury and Dr. Haze looking down at the Machinist daughter, who was working at a workbench, and nearby Tatitude and Sapphire Shadow, who had just delivered a giant crate of Test-Light canisters.
Right.
So, how do you all react to the situation?
Didn't I still have 2 pieces of the raw test light in my pocket?
You grabbed like a small handful of it, basically.
And I have like 2 pieces of processed.
Right. You grabbed like one of the little canisters that holds.
Yeah. So I have that hidden to probably try to pawn or sell something.
Hopefully.
Well, hope. We hope.
Now, if I
I got to
remember
replace
right,
my Dolce & Gabbana coat that I gave to the homeless man.
True. You traded clothes earlier on.
Yeah.
With a person in the underground to be able to blend in.
Right. That was worth a lot.
Yes.
so if I remember right, we came crashing in with the robot, or
Right,
the
the
giant
robot-
robot fell
yeah.
in.
The giant 12-foot robot basically crashed through the wall and fell in, and it's basically deactivated on the floor, kind of just like little bits of sparks coming out of the places where you injured it earlier.
Well,
Hey, is that yours? Asking Machinist daughter. Where are you? Up there.
Oh, I was gonna ask a question because it's like I wasn't like because DM. So this is a loud crashing thing. So everyone sees me. I'm below.
So
I'm working on a workbench.
You were working
Yeah,
at a
you're
workbench.
at a workbench.
Yeah, Sapphire
Okay.
Shadow and Tatitude were talking to you as they delivered the test light, and then basically behind all of y'all, this robot just crashed through the room, and you can see in the hole in the wall that the robot made these 2 unknown figures to you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they are mine, but also I feel like I'm a little bit like shocked and like flustered because of like just how it came through the wall, or everyone came through the wall. But like how many like there's dust and stuff. Like I can see everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to,
dust
like,
is settled.
my brain.
The dust is
Yeah.
settled. You can see each other.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said,
these
right
are
now
mine.
it's kind
I'm
of like
glad
you
that
all are
you've
just like
made
looking
it.
at each other.
Exactly.
But the wall,
I'm just-
like, they're in a building, and the wall's mostly, like, fully open where we can see them now, or...
Exactly. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
looking at each other right now after this just happened.
so I'm just gonna
And-
look at them and say, this thing yours? Is this yours?
Yeah, this belongs to me, and I'm happy that you made it in such a loud way.
Oh, I'm
And
very
it's
good at
damaged.
being loud. Very, very good at being loud. This guy can attest to it.
Yeah, be a bit much. So... Yours? You said? And
Yeah,
I'll
it's
move
mine.
closer so we're not yelling from across, like, several feet. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
remember-
moving towards the building.
As a reminder to Storm Fury and Dr. Haze, you were chasing this robot because the combination of the robots and the cyborgs were basically just attacking the gangs that they were previously working for.
Yeah, it was confusing, because we were like, oh, they're attacking the people that we
Yeah,
fought
and
with in the
Sapphire
past.
Shadow, I'm
Okay.
gonna ask Storm Fury. I'm gonna ask the 3, like, what's going on here? Who are you? Who are you? I know Machinist's daughter because
We were
We
in
were
prison
cellmates.
together.
You know what?
Yeah.
we were besties. So
let's
I
have
trust
everybody.
them.
Let's have everybody do an intellect check, or
Okay.
if you have a relevant skill like streetwise expertise.
I think I
Alright.
do have Streetwise actually, or something.
Yeah, because I don't think
like
I've
it.
met. I don't think I've met Storm or Doctor
Correct.
before.
You have not. You have absolutely no idea who these
So-
people are. As opposed to the
Yeah.
other 2, which were recruited by you.
I have
So-
well informed.
Yeah, I'll let you just do that as an. I'll have it do an intellect check with a +5 bonus.
Okay, so that's
So roll and
7
add your
plus-
intellect, which is near the top. What did you get, Joe? Tatitude?
14.
14?
I rolled crud.
Okay.
I got
All
an
right,
11
so-
on Streetwise. Also,
Okay.
also not a great roll.
I got it.
7. So you're saying 7 plus my intellect plus 5?
Yes.
Okay, so then 15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
13. All right. So who all got above 10?
Me.
Okay. The people that got above 10, so basically everybody but Storm Fury, you recognize the other people, like Sapphire and Tatitude and a Machinist. You have all heard of these two heroes and know that they basically stop criminals. For the reverse, Dr. Haze, you have heard of the Machinist's daughter, and while you haven't met any of them, you are familiar with their crimes.
But
I'm a
Dr. Haze
criminal.
used to work for gangsters.
He's a former mob doctor.
Former
that's not-
mob doctor.
I should say that's not a known thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never
that
mind.
part is not publicly known.
Yeah, because
So
that
while-
guy
She
died.
was about to use that knowledge. All right, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So while
Oh.
everybody's like staring and pointing at each other, I'm like, so who is everybody? I'll go first. I'm Storm Fury. Nice to meet you all.
Tatitude's totally throwing one of the raw test light chunks at them at their feet. And use sparks from the dead robot to just set it off. Just like, nope, never mind.
Ugh,
You're good,
Yeah,
guys.
here we go.
I love chaos.
I am.
All right.
I want to
No.
be like, can I be welcoming to my fellow criminals that we broke out of jail together? Like, oh, hey, what's up?
Well, yeah, they were already here delivering the test light to you on your orders.
Exact. Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, but
as I mentioned in the recap, you broke them out of the redacted Rangers to go steal this test light for you.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Storm Fury and Dr. Haze are two heroes that just broke into your lair.
The robot broke into the lair.
Sorry, you're right. The robot
To be
that
fair.
your giant
Okay.
robot ran into the lair and was damaged and followed by them.
So they're bad guys.
We did all the
Uh,
damaging.
I was gonna say,
Those
like,
are
yeah,
robots.
I guess
Good
it's a matter.
guys.
I was say it's a matter of perspective, but to you, they're definitely the enemy.
They're our enemies. So yes, those are mine, and y'all did bring me that stuff. You know what I mean? The test light, like, because I sent you audio messages
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
going to say, yeah.
So I greet
I
you
think-
warmly.
First
Stop.
of all, I don't give my name to strangers. You can call me Sapphire if you need to call me anything. But I think you do need to explain why you're bringing in the Machinist's daughters. What is your nickname, Quentin?
You know
go
what?
to buy a nickname. We need
One
a
thing I wanna-
nickname for you, like a nickname that we just have together, because we were cellmates, right? So what should I?
Yeah.
What's her nickname?
Graceface.
Graceface. Okay.
You can call me Gracie. That's fine.
Gracie,
But
okay.
One thing that is super important to me is that I don't want to be in my dad's shadow. And I
Mhm.
want to avenge his legacy, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I am not my father. I'm far worse.
Yes. So then
Or-
the Storm Fury and this Haze fella. I don't know you. I'm sorry. This Haze fella. They have some explaining to do. They've come in. They've barreled down. They've destroyed
And you
your
hurt our
property.
product.
Yeah, your product.
Who are you?
But it also sounded
are
like
you?
it also sounds like Tatitude just decided to go chaos mode.
Go-
and throw
yeah,
I
some-
but-
know,
it's
no.
happening.
Like, they're doing this, and I'm just like, never mind. Go away. Ugh.
That's why
Yeah.
they're
So
my teammate.
in that case, Storm Fury and Dr. Haze, each of you make a dodge check.
Ooh.
Sweet. I got a. Where the fuck is my dodge? Where the fuck?
It'll be in the
Sorry.
upper right.
Oh,
of the
there we
first
go.
page.
I got
Start
a
off the-
one. Sorry, I got
Very
a
good.
30.
Okay.
I
And
got a 13.
all right,
Ah.
Dr. Haze, then do me a favor, make a toughness check.
Okay, factoring in the minuses that I have already, I've got I can do math. 23.
23. All right. You turn into Haze at just the right moment into your gaseous form as this raw unprocessed test light explodes. So it kind of goes through you, but you don't take any additional injury. Meanwhile, Storm Fury, with all of your martial arts training and your reflexes, you immediately nimbly do a backflip handspring out of the way and around the corner from when the explosion goes off.
Hell yeah.
So that's how
And
it's going to be.
It sounds to me, I don't know about the rest of y'all, it sounds to me like initiative was just called.
I believe so.
right.
Cowabunga it is.
If everyone would roll initiative then. So you're going to roll and add your initiative modifier found in the upper right of your offense section.
I got a 12.
I got a 9.
All right, I heard 9 from Sapphire Shadow. I heard 12 from someone.
Me.
Carp.
Carp got the... Sorry, Carp, you got a 12?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what about Tatitude?
11.
11. All right, Dr. Haze?
22.
22. And Machinist's daughter?
8.
8. All right.
Me and you have the lowest initiative.
I was gonna say
I
everyone
love
really,
it.
everone really whiffed it on these.
We don't
everyone
wanna
whiffed it on these
fight.
initiatives.
We just want.
Not me. I crushed it for no necessary reason, clearly.
You know what? I'm really peeved. Who are these people?
All right.
We're barking no bite over here.
All right. Well, we're
Really?
starting out. We're starting out with Dr. Hayes. You're at the top of the initiative. What are you doing?
Sweet.
Remember that someone just threw an explosive rock at you.
Correct. I am going to go ahead and turn into smoke and float over near the person who attacked me.
Ooh.
Oh no, the fart cloud's coming to you, Joe. Or Tatitude.
All right.
On the
Yeah,
way.
you just approached Tatitude, which also puts you right next to Sapphire Shadow and not just within 10 feet of Machinist.
Gotcha. Okay. So when I get there, so I think we need to have a little conversation. What's going on here?
You're talking to me?
To the room.
Oh.
Who's next in initiative? This is so bold. Why?
I mean, talking's a free action, and he can turn into I was gonna say a ghost. He can turn into a smoke. So he's probably not too threatened. He just avoided a grenade basically.
Can I say to him?
What are we doing
You can say whatever you want. Talking is a free action.
I just want to
conversation
say,
is whatever.
yeah. I think that's the question I want to ask you. How are you in my lair? What are you doing? And what did you do to my machines?
Oh, we broke your machines, actually, because they were running rampant throughout the city.
That's what they're meant to do.
See, I don't like them doing that.
Wait. Sorry, I gotta stop you right there. Two things. Normally in this game, everyone starts with a single hero point, or as I like to say for the villains, villain points. Given that the heroes are outnumbered, they are starting with 2 each, and the villains each with 1. But with that line, Dr. Madnug, you're gonna get a villain point for that. So you now have 2 villain points.
Did I
as
sound
well.
evil?
Yeah,
Such a cold line. No, it was perfect.
That's what they're meant to do. That's mint.
That was
great.
good.
Continue with your back and forth diatribe.
Thank you. That's all. I feel like that's it. That's what I really mean. That's what they were meant to do. I'm trying, because I feel like this isn't my turn or whatever, but if they're coming in here and they're the new people, I know these criminal people. They broke into my lair and they hurt my product. It's not okay.
All right. Well, it still remains your turn, Dr. Hayes.
Defend action.
Okay, interesting. All right, Storm Fury, it is your turn now. Actually, for those at home, Dr. Hayes, tell everybody what defend does.
So I will be able to roll for my like what they're trying to hit me. I'll actually roll for that instead of just taking my normal defense. So there's a chance I can get higher than what I usually have.
Thank you much. Yes, Storm Fury, your turn.
I want to barrel into the room, catching the momentum from that dodge that I did, and I want to come landing down like I did with those robots earlier and just do an aerial boom with my wind as I land.
Okay, so for that, that was a power stunt, remember? So that will, you'll either be able to use one of your hero points to negate the fatigue, or you'll take on fatigue, which will mean you're working at half speed.
Oh, I'm using one of my points.
Okay, just wanted to make
Sure.
sure. Okay, and let's see here. What is your normal wind attack? Like
My
your
standard wind
ranks.
attack.
Your ranks in that.
My standard wind attack is let's see. That is leap 60 feet.
Yeah, it'd be on your offenses near the top. It'd be whatever your wind attack.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So
I think
let's
air
see.
punch
That's
would be
a
the most comparable, I think, to this.
yeah. That's a DC 27. So
Okay, so that is my gosh, math. Is it a what's your modifier for that?
that's an 8.
An 8, so it's 12. Okay. In that case, then, who are you trying to kind of like catch in the area effect for this? I mean, theoretically, you could land in the center and catch all 3 of the bad guys.
Yeah,
You're also
that's what I'm
gonna-
going for.
You're also going to catch Dr. Haze in that, though, just to be clear.
He'll dodge.
He does have, he does have a high defense.
He'll dodge. We've
But
done
I'm
this
not
before.
curr-
He knows
not
when I'm
currently
doing this.
physical, so
You know when I'm doing this. You've seen me do this a billion times.
yep.
More like 3 times, but close enough.
All right, so
Very recently though.
so in that case, then everyone besides Carp, besides Storm Fury, I should say, roll a dodge check.
Can I
Roll-
just instantly go into my glider and just go up with the wind?
Ooh.
It's
let
a
you
free
use one.
action. That's why I'm
Wow.
saying
Oh, it's a free action? You know what? Yeah, I'll let you do that.
It
So-
says free personal and sustain.
I got 26.
I'm 21.
Okay, so the number you were trying to beat in this case was 20, which you do. So now you're going to roll a toughness check, and the number you're trying to beat is 20 again.
Oh God. Well, I rolled a 1, which is to the 8 minus the 1 because I'm injured. So I guess that's 8.
So I'll remind you that you have a villain point.
Me?
Yes, everybody starts with 1. Except
What
for-
will
I
that
gave-
do?
That
What will
would-
that do
that
in
would
this
let you
re-roll.
case?
That would let you
Reroll.
re-roll in this case.
Reroll.
Well, what happens if I don't like? What's gonna
You
happen? I
might
die?
get an instant KO. Yeah.
I was like, I
there's a
can't tell you
possibility.
Okay.
exactly, but it's
There is a
not
possibility.
great.
Rough. It's
Okay,
rough.
well, hold
You
on.
take
Let me
40
You're gonna get
and
re-roll.
go
hurt.
down.
You're gonna get
Let
hurt.
me,
Yeah.
okay,
And-
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use it.
Okay,
and
you're
I'll
gonna use your
re-roll.
villain point to re-roll, and I'll mention if you get
Okay, thank God I got 19. Okay,
you rolled a 19, bringing you into
Yeah.
a total of what?
19 plus 7. I can't do math.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
26.
And
Thank
what-
you.
And what did you roll a total of, Machinist?
I got 22.
22. All right. And Dr. Haze,
26.
was that
Actually, no. With the minus 23.
23? Okay. So this the Storm Fury, you leap into the air, you come down, you press this wind outward. Unfortunately, though, like Machinist rolls behind the workbench to let that absorb the blow. Immediately, Tatitude presses on her glider tattoo, and this inky black like hang glider appears above her, and she rides that wave away. And Sapphire Shadow kind of just does like a combat roll out of the way as well.
Do I
It's
knock
what I-
anything off
It's
the
what I
workbench?
do.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff goes flying all over the place. Like circuitry and robot parts and tools just all over the place. So that was your
I am
move
quite-
action.
Peeved.
That was your move action, and that was your standard action, and you're going to use one of your hero points to negate the fatigue of power stunting. All right, is that the end of your turn, or would you like to do anything else?
I shout out, "You knocked over an old lady with one of your robots. She had a busted hip. You also, one of the robots broke this guy's arm at the convenience store, and no one was there to stop it."
Oh my God, I
No
have
one.
broken so many bones in my life. I don't know what this chick is going on about. Yo, people
So-
just have accidents sometimes.
Listen, yeah, I'm
I
sorry about your
did.
hip,
Yeah, like
but if I knew who you were, maybe I could fix it for you. But instead, you came in here and ruined my space. What's going on?
Your
I've just,
robots
I've just
are ruining-
always been very flexible.
Your robots are ruining other people.
I mean,
That's
other
the
people
problem.
ruin things too, but fine.
Well,
Whatever.
And then
Why you
that's gonna
gotta
be
be up in our business?
That's the end of your turn then, Storm Fury?
Mhm.
All right, Tatitude, it's now your turn.
Yeah, she's gonna like kick flip off of this thing and go Ink Monster style and like ground pound on her.
Oh, so you're kind of doing like the same thing back at her to a degree.
Yeah.
All right. I guess. What is that? I'll let you kind of describe that to Carp about what you're rolling, what she's rolling against, and whatnot.
Yeah. So initially, you just see her hanging up in the air, just talking trash, and then she just leaps off, slams another tattoo, and ink just comes around her and swallows her whole, and this like multi-limb monster comes down crashing, like just Hulk meteor smash style. Like there's no technique to it. It's just whatever gravity is gonna do.
That is so epic.
And then what is it that Storm Fury has to roll against?
Let's.
Also, is this an area effect? Because then in that case, everyone else is gonna have to roll again too. Okay, just wanted to be clear.
No, I think I'd need to use my villain point to. Where did it go? Ink Monster. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Strength. No, that's not right. No, I get plus. Oh, it's so I. Oh. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Close combat. There it is. I have to use my close combat. So.
All right. So roll, and this is gonna be against for Storm Fury. This will be against parry, correct?
Yes, that's it.
All right.
There
So
we
the
go.
roll that Tatitude is making now, Fury, is trying to beat your parry plus 10.
Okay.
Wait. What do I add to my roll? Or is it just straight?
It should be whatever your close combat modifier is.
Okay. All right. So 23.
Nope, does not make it.
Cool.
I say with your own nimble dodge, you burst out of the way of this return attack. All right. So then, was that the entirety of your turn, Tatitude, or are you going to do any kind of movement additionally?
No, I think that's all I can do right now.
Alrighty. Well, then in that case, we move on to Sapphire Shadow.
All right. So
Remember, you had just dodged out of the way of Storm Fury's
Correct.
area attack.
so can I ask like about where in the room am I located?
You're all kind of like centralized. Like basically imagine that there's a lot of crates and like forklifts and things all around you. But in the area you're in is mostly like the workbench, a couple crates, including the one you all brought in. And then you're all in kind of combat with each other. So you're a couple feet, you're like, within 10 feet of everybody right now.
So who am I in back? So who am I closer to in terms of Storm Fury and Dr. Haze?
I would say Storm Fury just because of that most recent attack.
Correct. What electronic equipment am I close to? Also, how close am I to the Machinist daughter?
For the Machinist, you're probably about, I'd say Storm Fury is kind of situated between the two of you, so about 20 feet from the Machinist.
Okay.
Especially after Machinist tuck and rolled across the workbench to avoid the attack. So in terms of electronics,
So
in the
why
area,
exactly
there's-
are we fighting again? Like this would be my question to the.
They're heroes.
They're heroes trying to
They
take
wanted-
us down.
Yeah, no,
We're
they're heroes that
heroes.
have. No, the three of us are villains. We're the
No,
bad
I
guys.
like the
I'm
Tatitude
an-
is
I'm a
extremely
hero.
self.
Hey, I'm
They're
an
everywhere.
anti-hero.
I am the villain.
I'm-
You are
I
villains
am
to me.
not a villain.
I just want to be
I
clear.
am not a
Is
villain.
Tatitude
This conversation.
self-aware to the fact that she's I'm a criminal, therefore I'm a bad guy? Or is this you saying this, Joe?
No. She's like, I'm a shitty person. I know this. It's why I was in prison, but I also don't like it there, so I get out whenever. So what's up? Like, we are good people. Like, we know this, right? Like, but this is fun to live this way. Like,
I'm a gray person.
well,
I'm a
here's the
gray
thing.
person.
But here's the thing. Those two individuals, I'm not going to gender anyone, but those
Right.
two individuals are here to take all of us back to the place we don't want to go. Like, I don't give
That's-
a fuck, good or
okay.
bad at this
That's
point.
true.
Like,
That's
no.
true.
You're
speaking
making a
truth.
lot of assumptions
You're making
here.
You're making sense now. Okay. All
And
right.
a
I
lot of
don't
assumptions.
care about any of you.
Me either.
I do
think
not care.
Sapphire Shadow might and I'm just being honest because this is what's
Yeah.
her character might try to sneak out of the building.
All right. Well, I mean, you could use both of your move actions to definitely get like to the entrance that was broken
But
through.
I
Yes.
gotta go.
Yeah, like I gotta go. Like I'm using this as a distraction. 2 versus 2. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to book it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. So you're gonna use.
Yeah.
You're just gonna double move action then.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Mhm.
In that case, then we move on to Machinist. Machinist, you do see Sapphire like booking it out of here mid combat.
And okay, so
Snitches get stitches. Gracie.
No.
you definitely everyone notices when you yell that out.
so okay, first things first is I'm like trying to process this whole scenario, and I'm like really exhausted. There's people flying, there's tattoo ink, like there's mist and haze and 2 strangers and 2 kind of strangers. And the first thing I want to do, I can use my move action to put on my armor, right?
Yeah. If you want to
That's
armor
a free
up.
action. Yep. So I I'm over there like behind like my little table. I do like the whole Iron Man sort of thing. And then I see Sapphire trying to escape. I would like to shoot her in the chancla or whatever kind of shoe she's wearing. Or,
Whoa!
I don't know what shoes you got on. What kind of shoes are you wearing? But I want to stop Sapphire because I
Okay.
know Sapphire. Even if I don't,
I'm gonna outroll this.
like, yo, I gotta get a rango on this.
So,
No.
all right. So, what attack are you using to fire at? Because I know you have the rocket launchers. I assume you're.
I
not
don't
using
want to
that.
like hurt Sapphire. I don't want to hurt her. I want her to just like.
She wants to hit
Oh.
me in the chancla.
Can I
And
throw
that's-
like something at her? Does it have to be
Just
a missile?
slide a book across the floor.
I was gonna say,
and
like, you
catch
could just-
her foot.
You could like grab
Yeah,
a piece of
that's
technology
true.
off the ground and just like wing it at her. If
That's
if the
true.
goal is just like
Or-
get her
just
attention.
kinda,
Okay,
like, block
so where
me,
she's
or
running,
slide
can I
something
just
to the
blow
door?
something up? I can blow up the door so the rubble falls or something. so
Yeah,
we're kind of
yeah.
like stuck
Absolutely,
in
you
this
could absolutely do that.
coliseum of confusion.
I mean, yeah, if your goal is to like blow away some chunks and do that, if you want to use your standard
Yeah.
action, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
Okay, I would like to
Dang
shoot.
you!
All right, shoot,
But
shoot,
I
shoot.
can't hate you.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Look.
These rockets just fire. Like your arm transforms into a cannon, and rockets fire out of it, destroying the area above and bringing rubble down to the ground, damaging your own layer a bit more. But I guess that's a little neither here nor there right now.
At this
all
point,
right.
I'm just happy my ego's still intact.
So that was your standard action, and are you gonna do anything with your move action then, like to get out move in terms of the area, like get behind some crates or advance on anybody or?
Yeah, I noticed like there's like crates that are up. I would like to climb to go top of a crate or fly. I can fly, right? Like,
I don't believe you can fly.
oh, okay.
You do not have. You have. I'll say you could try to
Okay.
rocket jump. I wouldn't recommend it though. Based on
Yeah,
every first-person shooter I've ever played.
Yeah, I would like to get some visibility. So I feel like I would try to get at least up.
If
off
anything,
the
you're using the
ground.
rockets as a
Especially
distraction.
in my armor too, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm more protected. So
Like you armored up, you shot this rocket, that kind of distracted everyone so that you can kind of maybe be behind a crate.
yeah.
Okay, sounds
Alright,
good to me.
sounds good.
In that case, then we are back up at the top of the round with Dr. Haze.
Dr. Haze is 100% confused at what is going on here now because apparently he walked into another fight from what it looks like because now there's that going on. But there is a giant ink monster that attacked my ally, so that's who I will go for. He'll float over in front or about like 10 feet away from Tatitude.
Okay.
Free action to turn off the smoke form so he stops flying and lands. He re-solidifies. You see him kind of like knit back together. He's like covered in bandages. He's got a lab coat on. And
like if
he
anything,
will,
I imagine that the bandages come loose and the gas form comes out and they kind of drag the bandages along and then it reforms. It is more solid.
Ooh, that's hot.
literally the only person who's had a positive reaction to
Quinn,
him.
in front of my salad? In front of my salad?
Iconic. So he will turn to Tatitude, and his mask will kind of partially smokify as he says, "This is a really bad idea for you to take us on. I would consider another choice of action." And that is me trying to feint as a move action. So it'll be
Remind me
my
what that does.
I do intimidation versus your deception or will, whichever one you choose.
I need you to. Okay, okay. Yeah. I have +3 to intimidation right now because I'm an inky monster. So okay.
Well, it's my intimidation versus your deception.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me make sure I have the right.
I was
I'll tell
actually
you
pulling
what.
it up while y'all were talking to see.
Sweet.
That'd be a form of intimidation.
It's actually under feint because I have an advantage that lets me use intimidation for my feint.
Is that sleight of hand? I don't know. I forget what feint falls under.
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, it's under deception normally, but my deception's trash, so I use intimidation.
Okay. Feint. Here we go. Yep. You can use deception as a standard action to mislead an opponent. Make a deception check as a standard action opposed by the better of your target's deception or insight.
It's just
Deception
opposed
or
rolls.
insight.
But yeah, it's opposed rolls at the end of the day.
I mean, okay.
This is
so
what I
deception and
roll
insight
terribly.
are the same. So I got a 23.
Yeah, no, you're not intimidated. You're a giant ink monster.
What was your total? Dr. Haze?
I got a 14. Yeah, 14.
So maybe Sapphire Shadow is intimidated, but the giant ink monster not so much.
Not so much.
Or
That's what I
maybe
was trying to
Machina's
target
daughter.
with
Yeah. Actually, Machina's daughter can't see it from being behind a crate right now.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get the heck out of here.
All right, so we know.
I feel like the raps just came up and went, "Oh, you shouldn't be fighting us if you knew what was better for you," and just a piece of ink just goes bloop and like drags one of the things down. It's like, okay, that was an option.
Not so much.
That.
Yeah, it was a choice.
All right, so that was your move and your standard action. Anything else?
Oh shoot, no, that wasn't. Yeah, that was it. That's it.
Right? Yeah, because feint is a standard.
Yeah, I forgot I flew over. I can feint as a move action, but I moved already, so it doesn't matter. I think it was already active, but I'll activate my shroud for partial concealment.
Okay. All right. So like a pufferfish, you just let out a bunch of, or not a pufferfish, squid. You just let out a bunch of ink.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. So now there's more smoke around him.
Yeah. So there's more smoke, kind of disorient you. Then Storm Fury, it is your turn.
I want to use my wind tunnel on Tatitude here. I'm just gonna let the Machinist daughter and Sapphire just duke it out. I'm like, that's fine, whatever. This person is attacking Dr. Haze, and I don't like it. I don't like it. They. All right, so I'm gonna use my wind tunnel on Tatitude.
Okay, and the wind tunnel, what kind of a power is that? What is it?
That was the same one I used on the drones. It's the
It's a move object, I believe.
Yeah.
Does it have damaging listed with it? Because I don't think so. In which case you can.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah, it does.
I lied. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, as I say, there should be. Is there an attack modifier listed with that, like a plus something?
8.
8. All right. So
Yeah.
roll and add 8, and it's going to be against Tatitude's dodge plus 10
Nat 20.
for a total of
28.
28. I believe Tatitude. I'm willing to bet that hits your parry plus 10. So, what is the DC on that then, Storm Fury?
Let's see. How far away is Tatitude from me?
I think there's a little bit of movement, so about 10 feet, pretty close.
Okay, so that's a DC 23.
All right, toughness check, I believe. So,
Nat 20.
Oh shit!
But
They're trading
I
them.
have,
That's awesome.
but I have -4, so that ends up as a 16.
16 versus a DC of what?
23.
Versus
Sorry,
28.
20.
Because I got
Sorry.
yeah.
All right, and so 16? You said you rolled total.
Mhm.
All right. So, you are off by 12. So you are going to be take another -1, and you are dazed next turn. Tatitude.
Wait, was that
Let's
with
see
the
how the ink
was that with
splats.
the toughness added in? Because a nat 20 -4, you'd still get your toughness added to it, right?
Yeah, my toughness is at a -5. Or was at a -4.
Now it's at a -5. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And wait, did that also include the because you get a bonus to your toughness when you're in ink monster form?
It doesn't have that on here. It's
Doesn't?
plus strength, plus stamina, plus intimidate.
Stamina
And-
increases your toughness, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think that helps any. Because
What would
then
that bring
that
it
is
Yeah. What would that bring your total to?
26. Well, no, shoot, 26, 22.
22 minus, and it was DC
No,
of what?
no, that's 28,
Uh-huh.
and then my total is 22. So
Yeah, that makes a
still-
difference.
Yeah.
28 minus. Oh, okay, yeah. It's just off from being able to change it to just a bruise. So yeah, you're gonna take a -1 and be dazed. So it did not change the end result. You're right.
Yeah.
So in that case, then, Storm Fury, are you gonna do anything else, or are you gonna move at all? I guess is really your other option.
Oh
or
yeah,
push
no.
yourself?
Is there anything that I could just like? So this is a two-level operation, right? How many levels are there?
I mean, realistically, it's just one layer with a lot of crates that you could get up on top of, and like there's like racks of crates, so you could theoretically that is a second level of its own.
Okay,
very-
I
very
would like
tall
to start.
building.
I would like to start ascending up some of the crates.
Okay, I believe you have a leaping ability. So, what is
I
the
do.
total for that? Because I believe you'll be able to pretty much leap to the top of these crates.
Yeah. So leap 60 feet.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
be
it's
able to
free
vault.
action.
You'd be able to like whirl up some wind
Yeah.
and vault yourself up.
It's free action. So whoop 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 up the crates I go.
All right, in that case, then we are at where are we at? We're with Sapphire. Or sorry, no, sorry, it's Tatitude's turn now.
Okay. Oh crud, I hadn't decided. We're gonna go with Bear Trap on a Chain.
Oh boy.
At Miss Fancy Windy Pants.
Fancy windy pants.
I was like, I love
Does
how
Tatitude
the
say that? Does
Oh
Tatitude
my
say that?
god. The violence is violencing.
I love also
Spicy.
that the two most injured people are very pissed at each other.
Yeah, I was like trying to draw aggro here, and it's not working. It's...
Oh.
I mean, don't worry, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna figure you out.
get
but
all of it.
she's
Okay,
annoying.
that's fair. only I
Wait,
can
wait,
say
I
that.
was gonna say that feels.
Hey.
And that's gonna be a hero point for Doctor Haze.
I'll use it well.
Yeah, doing the only I can call them that. That's a that's a relationship right there.
As
all right,
tropey as you get.
Tatitude, yeah. Roll your attack, I guess, against.
Okay, yeah, I haven't actually used this yet. It just says cumulative affliction.
For the bear trap. Right, so they are going to have to do a dodge check of a DC of 20.
There we
So,
go. Okay.
So Storm Fury, roll and add your dodge. You're trying to beat 20.
That is an 18. I do
18.
not beat.
You
Nope.
You do not beat it. So now
Apparently
you're gonna
not.
roll. You're gonna roll a toughness check. Again, DC
Sweet.
of 20.
And it's -5, so that's a 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled really well.
You
for
rolled
toughness.
really well. So, Tatitude, you swing this bear trap. You actually catch Storm Fury in the shoulder, and she just takes like a brief moment of meditation and pops the bear teeth out of her shoulder, and like you see her kind of just doing like a breathing exercise, and she doesn't even seem to be phased by it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pogo stick away.
Okay, so like away from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
so
it's basically I'm gonna take one leap to get on the other side of Sapphire and land near the door rubble, and I'm gonna be like, "Why are you running?"
Why are you running?
Do you do the double fingers?
Yes. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have done that online.
Oh, I don't care. I mean, that's up to you about your own personal
at
business.
Sapphire right now.
That's gonna be the thumbnail for the video.
That's a villain
We
point for
need to-
Tatitude.
We need to stop the fighting.
Yeah, that's a villain point for Tatitude, though, right there.
Yeah.
All right, and if that's the end of your turn, then we are on Sapphire Shadow's turn. Sapphire Shadow, you just saw this fight happen, and then an inky pogo stick formed, and Tatitude sprung her way over to you.
Well, I've seen the inky pogo stick. I've ridden the inky pogo
Ooh,
stick.
hey.
If you know what I mean.
Never heard that phrase before.
If you know what I mean.
Never mind, I don't want to play anymore.
I got my kills. I got my kills.
But so it doesn't really faze me. I don't want to fight, but I'm just really concerned with the fact that the Machinist's daughter saw me trying to escape and thwarted me like a B word. I don't want to say it.
I'm looking at a B word right now. You just ran up and left me there. No. What is this?
Listen, I just need
Look,
things to
all
slow
three of
down.
us need to team up to get away from them two. Like,
Right.
we need to
Okay.
stay here.
You know what?
Do we need to get anything of yours before we just exit this situation?
I think
we gotta
we
stay
do
near
need to
them?
just escape. I'm gonna pin the Machinist's daughter against a wall and insist that she give us,
Oh,
or
yes.
they give us
That's not.
Well,
an insistence. Of,
Machinist daughter's on the other
I'm
side
in-
of the room right now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, the only
Okay.
one that's near you right now
I guess
is
I'm
Tatitude.
hallucinating. I guess I'm hallucinating. I'm sorry.
When I shot your chancla, but I'm into it.
I know you gave me a concussion. Thank you.
So
Okay,
yeah, I guess
now I'm very disoriented.
a few things of note, I think, for the whole group. One, that the test light that is sitting right now in the center of this room was stolen from Okada Tech. Two, remember that for Sapphire Shadow and Tatitude, you had convinced your Redacted Ranger ally Copycat
crap.
to
We
cover
have to
for
go
you.
back.
And three, that Tatitude, you do still have at least one little half a handful of
Well, that guy is
unprocessed test
dumb,
light.
and I will use my attractive advantage on him. Okay.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know that that's like the general
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I think we should all three band together and get out of here. Just kind of escape these two, and then formulate what to do next.
Okay.
Based
So,
on
Yeah.
what the story.
So in terms of this building, while that wall was closed off, there are a few like doors meant for like trucks and deliveries to come through, as well as a few like regular doors that are not too far from where you're at right now. Like it's something you wouldn't necessarily get out of here in your turn, but you could run up and get to those doors now. It's a question, I guess, on whether you want to relay that plan to anybody else.
Yeah, I say I'm going to relay it and move toward it.
Who are you relaying it to? Because Tatitude's right next to you, but you'd have to like yell it across the room.
I'm going to say Tatitude.
Okay.
And does Machinist's daughter have like any kind of
I can hear what's
She is
going
all
on.
that.
Right?
She's
So
all
it's
that.
you have
all
a
the
spy
time.
here? You
Yeah.
have one of those
Or do
spy
I?
here?
Yeah, I do, right? Yeah, I have that.
What I will say is you don't have anything like that on you, but theoretically you, Sapphire Shadow, you don't have like a comm system necessarily, but you're a roboticist. You definitely have like a lot of electronics, and you're more than guaranteed to have a radio somewhere.
I'll send
in
like
here.
a little spider thing.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is that you have a little wrist computer, Sapphire Shadow, so you could easily like hack into that and broadcast some kind of thing to machines.
Yeah, I'll give them the signal that we're booking it. All right, I was already booking it, and now I'm taking Tatitude with me.
Okay.
If they want to come with us, great. If they want to go like a captain,
so I want both Machinist and Sapphire to roll technology checks.
all right.
All right.
Roll to send text message.
Roll to hack a text message is really what's going on.
Okay. Gee whiz. Oof.
I rolled a 9 plus there's so 21.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
I rolled a 20. My technology is 16.
That message gets across 100%. Like you send it, and you had already kind of been looking around the corner and saw that Sapphire Machinist. You were looking around the corner and you saw Sapphire on her little computer, and you immediately went to try to intercept it.
Yeah, and I shot the wall, so it's like she can't escape, right? Because the rebel fell.
Well, she can't escape through that hole, but there is also other doors out of this.
Okay,
building.
all right.
It's a warehouse.
So
it has to have ways to get deliveries and people through.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, you're right. I just when it's okay. Yeah.
In that case, then Sapphire, you're going to use the rest of your turn to kind of just run to the closest door.
Yep.
All right. So that's the
How
end
do
of
you
your
run?
turn.
Do you run like this?
No.
Oh no! Don't shoot at me! No. All right. Cool.
That's
In
not
that
how you
case,
run. You got to pump the arms, pump the arms, pump the arms.
yeah. All right. Apparently, Tatitude Terminator runs. And then Machinist, it's your turn.
I Baywatch run, you know?
Okay.
No, actually, that tracks. That tracks.
So, I don't know if this is a thing that I can do. I've been looking all up and down my character sheet. That since I'm like a tech specialist, wouldn't I just have like a simple megaphone of some sort where I can just be like, "Everybody stop."
I mean, yeah, I will say to project your voice in that kind of manner, like through the comm system of the building.
Yeah,
that's
I
something
want
you
to
could easily do.
Do I have to roll for that?
No, you won't have to roll for that. That's something that would make
Okay,
sense.
I
for
just
you to
want
just
to
have.
I got her.
I guess.
I got the text.
I guess what I'm saying is that that's not like an attack, right? You can't like you're not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not
I guess
attacking
you could
people.
try to do it as an intimidation to make everyone stay. But as I say, if you're just trying to get that message out, that's 100%.
Because like from my perspective, it's like all these people just busted into my lab and they're fighting each other.
Right.
And there's like so much going on, and I just really want everyone to halt. So I do want to like use like my megaphone and just be like, "Everyone, stop." But I know they don't have to listen to me, just like that basics. But with that said, I would like to shoot Carp I'm sorry if I can.
After telling us to stop.
Being said,
No, they're being so dangerous. They messed up my lab.
they were being toxic. You were being toxic, Carp. I'm sorry. You were being so toxic.
Their win, their power.
You know,
it's
if you all get out of
irritating.
here, Machinist is definitely starting like a cancel Storm Fury hashtag.
Yeah, Storm Fury, out of a lot of the folks who've came in here that I'm not familiar with. Like I'm familiar with like Tatitude and Sapphire, but Storm Fury has done a lot of damage to my lab.
Okay, I was gonna say you're familiar with Storm Fury and Dr. Haze by reputation, but yeah, Storm Fury has definitely done the most damage to your lab.
I want to try to attack.
Yeah, roll a rocket attack. Also, I'm imagining the headline for the website is Storm Fury, problematic, ?
We'll wait for the reaction faces on YouTube.
Okay. So, for my rockets, great. That's what I want to do. It is a 19. I can't hear you.
Where'd you go? RC, where'd your audio go?
Sorry about that. Does your rockets list any kind of area attack on them?
Well, which one? So, like, I was using my
whichever one you're using, yeah.
Is that the PP?
No, that's how many points it costs.
Oh, okay.
It would say area. It would say area on it.
No, it doesn't. No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So then, in that case, what was your total roll?
19.
Does that beat your dodge plus 10, Storm Fury?
Let's see. Wait, what was it again?
19.
19? It does not.
So Storm Fury does like a nimble backflip, like, and the rocket goes in between the circle, and you like see some of the crates on the other wall kind of get blown up, and you're like, oh man, there was some really good computers you were hoping to fence.
Aww.
And I'm just like, hey, I don't know who you are, but I think I know who you are. But you're messing up my space, and I need you to cut this shit out. Can I say shit here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm also imagining you're saying that over the megaphone again, like you're just like you came out, shot the rocket, got back behind the crate, and we're just like getting on the megaphone to like relay this to. Again, I guess everybody can hear it, but probably relayed towards the person you just shot. All right. Well, if that's your turn, then Machinist, anything? Unless you had anything else, that sounds like you did
No, I like to go on the megaphone again and be like, slow it down. Get your cute little butts back here. I'm talking to you, Sapphire, Shadow. Everyone, sit down.
Trying to pull a Pirates of the Caribbean parlay here. And that is the end of that round. We go back to the top with Dr. Haze.
So, I'm not really feeling the call for a ceasefire and then firing immediately.
It does give a conflicted message, we'll say.
Yeah, if you'll all stop firing for a second. Now, I don't really have any reason to trust that you won't fire again.
I mean, I'd fire if I have to. I didn't trust that you would bust into my walls, but here we are. I don't even know who you are.
That was your robot. Fine,
You
you'll find out who I am. You'll find out who I am right now. And I'll move within 10 feet of her.
All right.
Within the 10 feet of the Machinist daughter.
So your giant cloud of haze moves towards Machinist.
And then when I'm within 10 feet, I will raise a hand and go for a smoke tendrils attack.
Oh.
All right. What does that entail?
Do defensive attack for this. This is going to be an affliction, so I have to roll to hit.
Okay.
Ooh. Crash. 19 to hit.
And is that against dodge then?
It's going to be against a parry.
All right.
Weird
so parry,
reach thing.
Parry plus 10. What was the number again, Dr. Haze?
19.
Does 19 reach your parry plus 10?
Okay, so my parry is 10 and my roll is 12.
Well, no, it's not a roll. It's just your parry plus 10.
Oh,
It's a flat.
So it's 20.
That's still. Yep.
Yeah, so
it's still the
doesn't
same.
matter.
Yeah, it's still the same. So that's like 20.
I'll say. Also,
I'm in robo suits.
Quick head count. What is everybody at for your villain / hero points? We've
I'm
got.
rocking 3.
Guessing 0 because
Did you use one?
I did to re-roll.
Okay, so yeah, you have
That-
not gotten
yeah.
one since.
I
then.
still have my 2. I want to ask a question, DM. So when I'm in this cyber suit that I'm in now, does that change my dodge or parry it anyway?
No, that just adds to your protection. It brings you up to.
Those are my
total.
PPs. Okay. Right?
No, the PP is just that's not something that comes up in the game. That's just how much the item costs.
Oh,
to
I
make
wish my
in-game
PP would
points.
have come up. All right, we're good.
I think it did anyways. It's okay.
Good lord.
I'm sorry. You
I
can ban
will.
me.
It's really unfortunate. Machinist daughter fell into a coma.
These things happen.
And one second, and
I'll break
kick
this
Quin.
spell.
Shot a rocket, made a threat, fell into coma.
Oh, okay. That's how these things happen.
Stressful day. What can we say?
That's what happens.
So, are you going to use any of your? Just want to make sure.
I'm gonna extra effort and do smoke tendrils again.
All right. So roll that attack.
Try to roll better.
Trying to beat a total of 20.
Perfect. 21.
All right. So that does hit this time. And what is the DC that Machinist daughter is rolling against?
This is, and I'll laugh if Machinist daughter ends up immune to this, but it's a fortitude one.
Okay.
No, not immune to fortitude. In fact,
Okay, so DC 20 fortitude.
So you're rolling and adding your fortitude defense, Machinist.
Okay, that's an 8.
So roll and add that 8.
All right. And it is a 13, but can I use a villain point right now too? Or that just give me.
Well, that would let you re-roll. What was
That's
your?
it.
Wait,
That's the only way I can
actually-
use. Like that's it. My villain point I can only re-roll.
I mean, no, you let you re-roll, edit a scene, but I'll say, I'm trying to think. Re-roll is really the only thing. Well, no.
Right here.
I'd say it'd be the most
It's a
common
counter.
one here. I was gonna say, yeah, you could use it to try to counter, like I don't know, using if you think something from your abilities would be a good counter to someone trying to smoke attack you. You can edit a scene. You can re-roll. You can get GM inspiration, or if you end up dazed or fatigued by whatever, dazed, fatigued, or stunned by whatever Dr. Haze is doing, you can immediately
Okay.
from that.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'll just take it. 8 plus 13.
Oh, you passed it then.
Okay,
That's a 21.
I just
It was a
wanted
DC
to
20,
do more
yeah.
evil stuff to you. I'm just trying to be evil, like respectfully. Like, I'm just trying to be evil to you. You know.
All right. So it looks like you said that machinist beat your
Resist
attack.
it, yeah.
Ah, darn. All right.
What it was trying to shove smoke into you.
So we'll say like
Your
your armor
nostrils
has
and
like
mouth.
your armor has like a filter system that like stopped it from really getting in.
Okay.
All right. In that case, then we are at Storm Fury. It's your turn. You're up on top of the crates if I'm on top of the crate system if I remember correctly.
And I
I
hit
am.
Storm, right?
No, they
No.
dodged it.
I dodged. So, who's the closest to me right now?
Closest to you, nobody's really close because you're up on top of this crate. These crates. I mean, I guess yeah, Machinist and Dr. Haze would be the closest to you because Sapphire and Tatitude are on the other side of the room, looking like they're about to try to escape, or maybe
Yeah, I'm
stop
gonna-
if they were listening to the announcement.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and barrel myself. I'm gonna do a giant leap over towards the door to where they are.
Mhm.
And in attempts to stop them, I want to use my move action to move towards them, and I want to use my wind action to try and move them away from the door.
Okay, so not necessarily hurting them, but trying to push them away. Well, actually, I guess your wind attack is damaging, so you can do both.
I've never We're gonna get out of here!
All right. So you get a running leap. You're able to kind of put yourself between them and the door, and then you turn around, gather up some wind, and throw it at them. Roll that attack check.
Wahoo! Oh shit, that's cockeyed. Sorry. Let's see. So that's a 22.
22. That's versus your dodge plus 10 for Sapphire and Tatitude.
Dodge plus
Yeah, that's known as your active dodge defense.
22.
All right. And what was yours, Tatitude?
20.
20. And what was the number you rolled total, Storm?
Oh, I rolled a 14.
A total of 14?
No, I rolled a total of 22. I rolled a total of 22.
Okay, so it sounds like you beat both of them then, right?
Is this an area effect again?
Well, we equaled. Does that mean B?
That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. All right, so yeah, it means it beats
Yeah.
it.
We
So you're-
tied.
and is it an area effect? Yes.
Okay, if it's an area, like wind area effect again, she's riding her paraglider away. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I have nothing to. I have nothing. Yeah.
All right. So then, in that case, like they weren't really slowed by your wind attack then, Storm Fury.
Mm.
All right. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I mean, I moved and I attacked, so
Yeah. Well, you can use extra effort if you want to do like an additional attack or anything like that.
not yet.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And that's the case then. Tatitude, it's your turn. You've now been blown back way far away from the door, though, from that wind.
That's fine. I'm not near them.
Yeah, you're now like the furthest away from everybody.
Okay, so just because he seemed cranky about it, she's going to throw off fireballs at Dr. Haze.
All right.
'Cause she can reach 800 feet.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I wasn't worried about you reaching in this kind of size of a warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Roll that
There's no
attack.
getting away from this one.
Oh, where'd you go? 22.
22 hits.
No, 26.
Still hits.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hits more accurately.
You hit in his knee, which he's been having trouble with.
Ah,
So then.
my leg.
My leg.
Oh no! What?
I don't know why, but now it's coming off like my leg.
Leg. Ugh.
Malegly.
My leg.
So what's the DC that Haze is rolling against then? Tatitude.
20.
Yeah, this is your fireball. This was your first ever tattoo that you learned.
Oh
This is
yeah.
the key.
It's bread and butter.
Yeah. No,
Huh?
it was the fireball. I was trying to remember if it was the fireball
Yeah.
or the key. The key came later.
No, fireball because fire is freaking badass. And like, oh yeah.
Badass.
It was like a couple of tattoos later that she was like a key for anything.
24 on the toughness.
24. So then, yeah, same kind of thing. You turn into smoke. You lift your bandages to make a hole, and the fireball goes through.
And it knits back together.
See, this is why I don't like you.
All right.
I don't
that
know
was your,
you.
That was your standard action.
I was
you
just
doing-
trying
are
to play
you?
like you asked.
That was your standard
Who
action.
are you?
Are you gonna do any kind of move then, Tatitude?
Oh wait, even more.
Okay, so you're kind of like, are you going away from everybody, like towards the other side of the warehouse, basically?
Yeah, like
All right. How
I
far?
know
How
she's
far can your
saying
pogo
that-
stick go?
500 feet.
I'll say that you can make it to the other exit on the other side of the building.
Deuces.
Boing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
I was thinking do the
after
Mario
you.
sign.
I'm
Wow.
trying to get out of here myself.
All right, so you're now on the other side of the building. You're also near an exit, and now it is Sapphire Shadow's turn, who did not get moved at all by the wind attack, but Storm Fury does sit between you and the exit door. Theoretically, you could, run past them and try to get out the door.
Can I use my power of attractiveness on Storm Fury?
So, if I remember correctly, attractive gives you a +5 bonus to those who would find you attractive. We don't know a lot about Storm Fury.
We don't. We've never.
Well, let's
We
see.
don't.
I'm gonna roll for it. We'll find out.
Hey,
yeah,
that's a fun
yes, please.
I found out.
I don't know what I don't even know what you rolled just now. Was it a heads or
Evens or
tails
odds?
situation?
Yes, it was.
All right. So what?
The answer is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh, no, she's
so
hot.
are you going to be trying to do persuasion, deception?
Yes.
I guess persuasion or
I'm
deception.
gonna say, look, I don't want to fight. All right, I just want to get the F out of here. I was wrongly imprisoned because my ex-husband is a douchebag, and I had to F him for money, and he sucked. We all know how that is.
So I still
And
can't tell
now
if this is deception or persuasion.
You know,
Yes.
no, I mean, look, and
Yeah.
look.
It's
yes.
sounding like deception.
Listen.
And now I'm here, and I'm just trying to get out of this building. Work with me, girl, please.
In that case, then, so Sapphire, you're gonna roll deception with a +5 bonus, and
Okay, how is that deception? Because that's my backstory. I didn't.
If you're
not
trying to-
kill my husband.
Here's what I'll say: it only counts as persuasion if you're actually trying to fuck this character.
Well, I mean,
And I don't,
wouldn't say
and I'm gonna be
no,
honest
RC.
that I, the DM,
You know,
don't
it's sort
believe
of-
you.
Oh, this
Look,
is
I believe in
intense. I need my
consent.
popcorn.
I believe in consent, RC, so I'm not going to pursue unless I'm pursued.
Ooh.
Storm Fury, if I look, Storm, if you're down, I'm down.
Goldie,
but I'm
you
not
can't
gonna
roll deception on me.
I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not about that life.
What is happening?
I just want
I know
out
exactly
here.
what's happening, Claude. Goldie is fishing for bonuses.
Fishing for bonuses.
What has this become?
That needs to be a sound alert right there. Fishing for bonuses.
Goldie,
hilarious.
roll deception. I'm already giving you a +5 bonus to this.
Oh, fine.
And then you're gonna roll insight to this, Storm.
Okay.
12 plus 5, so that's 17. But I have a +8 deception.
So what's your total?
Oh, so 12
All those-
plus 5. What's 12 plus 5 plus 8?
17 plus 8 is
26?
5?
No,
25.
25.
25.
I got it. First one.
Good
I'm a
job,
good
Claude.
liar. Okay, good.
Girl
and-
math.
So Storm Fury, you're trying to roll insight, and you're trying to beat 25.
Yeah, I got an 18. I did
Um,
not beat it.
let me see. So 18 versus 25.
But it's not lies, girl. Don't
Just
believe
makes them
You
favorable to you, right?
What
Like,
I will say is, Storm Fury, it has been a long time since a pretty girl has tried to be so nice to you.
Hell yeah.
Now, you are a little impacted by the fact that she is a criminal and you've been fighting. So whether you let her go completely peacefully, I'll leave up to you. But you're like feeling amenable to her wiles.
Black cat effect in action.
I haven't fought. I haven't laid a hand on anyone.
She is
Yeah.
not.
Oh, you got
She
me
is
there.
not.
You got me there. All right.
She is
so
not.
keep that all
She's
in
been
mind.
trying to leave
and
the whole time.
So are you going to try to go for the door then, Sapphire? What's the plan
yeah,
here?
Yeah, I just try. Look, I just want to go.
So there's no attacks of opportunity in this game. So
No, I'm
um,
just getting out. Like it is within my character.
So
I'm just trying to get out of
Come
here.
on.
So
Come
Sapphire, you go towards the door on your side, which is on the opposite
Yeah.
side from where Tatitude is. You're like now at
Oh.
opposite
Yeah,
sides of the
yeah,
building.
but
My bad.
I plan on meeting Tatitude on the outside.
Okay,
So
and
that
then
we can together
so we'll
get out
come-
of this.
we'll
yeah,
come
this
back to your
complication.
reaction to the situation in a little
Yeah.
bit, Storm Fury.
Okay.
It is now Machinist's turn.
Okay.
So I see that little thing happen. I hear Sapphire's
We all witnessed that.
explanation. I
unfortunately.
witnessed that. I look around and I empathize in any way a sociopath can. And And I just say, I understand that you want to get out of here, but no one's getting out here. And then I punch Tatitude in the face.
So you'd have to.
Oh my!
So if you're gonna try to punch Tatitude,
I have
you're
cyber
gonna-
punch.
Wait, Tatitude's by the exit.
I was gonna say you'll have to run up to Tatitude. So you can do this if you take a -2 to your attack roll.
Okay. But, okay, I can do that. So
roll-
-2 to my attack roll.
So you're gonna roll, add whatever the modifier is, and -2. So it'll say whatever cyber punch has a modifier.
Okay.
It'll be plus
So
something.
that's a 18 I got.
What was your total?
18.
18, and you're trying to beat. That would be Tatitude's parry plus 10. So
No,
you get-
can I just say I grab it in like the most cliche way possible? Like, no, honey, why?
I'm not gonna say like. Well, we can flavor it as that. It's not a grapple though, unless you have.
No,
Some
no,
kind
no,
of-
no, no.
Unless you have some kind of advantage, that one of the advantages that allows for that. But
No, just like the most casual, like
Yeah.
soft style. Like, no.
you're someone who has
Could
spent
you
your
not?
life like fist fighting people, and Machinist's
Yeah.
daughter is not, and you're just like, oh, honey.
Am I? Ooh. But I am. And I have cyber punches.
Right. I'm not saying you don't have a punching attack. What I'm saying is that your
Is-
character has mostly spent their life in a lab, whereas this character has spent their life in juvie, probably in a fight club or two, if I'm willing to bet.
Oh.
She's definitely started the one at her second juvie sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say.
We don't talk
I'm
about the
punching
fight
a
club.
child.
No.
What was
Oh.
that?
Like,
Well, no. She's an adult now, but she's been in and out of
okay.
juvie since she was like I think we said like 14, basically.
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
been in
okay.
and
So
out
I'm
of
just
juvie.
so
Yeah, no.
confused how strong I am, I
She is a
guess.
career criminal.
Yeah.
And so that was your move and your attack then. Are you gonna do anything else with your turn or everything else you want to?
Can I re-roll? Can I use a villain point to re-roll that?
What you can do is use a villain point to extra effort, another action to attack again, and then use the villain point to negate the fatigue. So it's not a re-roll so much as a separate roll. Like you basically
Never
she
mind.
it's the same-
Never mind.
It doesn't feel that different from what you just asked to do.
Yeah.
It basically would be she caught your fist, redirected you, and you tried to go to attack again, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. It's just
So
like, yeah. I guess
So,
it's
I mean,
my turn. I'll just
Okay.
spank me. Hit me back if
Tatitude,
possible.
you're gonna get a villain point for that. Kick her ass.
Kick my ass.
Dang.
Actually, another head count again. What do we have for villain points?
I still have 2.
So we got, is that 3 or 4? 3, and I can't really see everybody's fingers.
2.
We got 3, 2, I believe 0, 1, and Haze.
I don't
Oh,
think
I'm
I have any,
free.
despite
I'll be
the
spending
fact
one
that
Because I extra
I have
efforted last time.
delivered top notch
You're right.
comedy tonight.
A villain point for
Marcy.
you, Goldie.
I think that last
Thank
turn
you,
was
thank you,
deserving of
thank
one.
you.
'cause
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
not- I'm
chaos.
saying
Thank you.
I'm not unpersuadable.
I don't want people leaving. They destroyed the running away after you came in here, and I'm confused.
you got-
I
and
finished my
want
job.
to
I was
make
gonna say-
sure I am not
A
your
robot
friend.
came in here.
I'm not your friend.
I
there.
delivered the
Like,
test light. I gave
I was gonna say they both
You
did the
did
job you asked them to
exactly
do.
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So you're either gonna stay
Yeah.
here and work with me, or I will destroy you.
Although
Hey,
I
you
will
keep us out of
mention,
prison right now? Like,
I will
you
mention
didn't
that
finish.
You're in my prison.
I take from that what you will, but I will mention that the machinist specifically still needs to remove your wisp bracelet before it recalibrates and activates again.
You're stuck.
Yeah, no, and right now she's just like either psychos, heroes, or I just go ahead and go back to prison where I know my key works.
But at least here in
No
my
good options.
prison, in my space that y'all destroyed, working for me, and I understand that you will continue to work for me, and at least you'll get bagel bites.
And at that point,
I
it is Dr.
do like-
Hayes' turn again.
I do like bagel bites.
Addressing them, I'm confused. Are you all working together?
Debatable.
I mean, not really, but maybe. I don't know. I'm open to it.
You worked
All
for
I've seen
me.
is you attack
Talking-
each other.
I say talking is a free action.
I don't want to give you pointers or anything exactly, but villainous trios tend to work a little better than this that's happening in front of me.
It is
Well, I'm
working
not a
exactly
villain. I'm
how
not
it's
a
supposed to
villain.
work.
So
Oh my
how
god, this
about
crisis of identity is ridiculous.
if we
You
could all
guys.
stop attacking each other for a second and figure out what's going on here? Because we just followed this robot that came crashing into a building. We have questions. You tried to blow us up as soon as we got here. We don't know what's going on.
You're heroes! Why would I not?
And who are you?
Also, you trespass.
Well, I did say earlier,
On
Claude, that
private
Dr. Hayes would be
property.
familiar with their
With them.
I was
Okay,
about to
gotcha.
be like, if you don't know who I am, you don't need to know. Like,
Listen, if
I'm not
y'all are
telling you
heroes and you know who you're following, why don't you just let them do their job? You got mixed up in this, and then you have to go too. But in the meantime, anyone that is in this space is staying, or they will die.
Well, Dr. Hayes, it's still your turn.
All right. Let's get weird. So I have to use a hero point at the beginning of my turn to not be fatigued from the extra effort I did last turn. I'm gonna do that. I'm down to 2. Then I would like to power stunt. Is it pretty smoky in here from like the robot crashing and all the explosions and whatnot? Like non-me smoke?
Decently smoky. I wouldn't say very, though.
Okay. I'm gonna power stunt my affliction into regeneration as I absorb the smoke around me.
Ooh, okay. I love that.
I'm adding it into my form
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reconstitute myself. It won't do anything for me this turn, but if I'm awake next turn, I'll start ticking some heals.
Okay, okay. Awesome.
It does mean I can no longer do my smoke affliction while this is running.
Right,
I'm,
right. Of
I'm
course.
stuck physical.
That makes sense.
But,
All right, so that's what you're doing for your standard action. Or are you moving at all?
Well, that's my extra effort to heroic feat. Or not
okay.
heroic feat. What is it? Power stunt. So regeneration's not an action. I'll try to grab the machinist's daughter because she's attacking everyone.
Okay, so you can definitely get. I was gonna say you'd be kind of in a similar
I
situation.
haven't attacked you.
You'd be in a. Yes, you have.
I haven't attacked him.
Yeah, you shot a rocket at him.
That was
No,
that was that Storm
I-
Fury.
no,
I
you
have
also-
been attacked.
You also shot a rocket at him because he had to split his bandages at one point to let the
That
rocket
wasn't
strike.
me.
no, that was my
That's a
fireball.
fireball.
That was
Oh,
I have not attacked
Listen,
him at all.
you're all right. My bad. My bad. A lot of rockets,
I'm
a lot
not
of fire
that
just flying
evil.
everywhere. One doctor wouldn't attack another.
Clearly.
You wouldn't download a car.
I know how long. I know that student debt is piling up. Turn to the dark side, doctor.
So if you really did want to do that, I will say that you can do that as a move followed by a charge. So with a -2 to the roll.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, where everyone was.
Because
in
at this
relation.
point, Tatitude and Machinist are on the other side of the building, so you'd have to like run up to them. And then same thing,
Gotcha.
actually, Storm Fury. Like you're kind of in the center now with with 2 on each side.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're going for the Machinist, you just basically sprint, and then like I said, I'll let you do it as a move, and then a charge, which lets you move and attack.
Okay, I'll charge over. This is not my best as far as yeah. The -2 could definitely hurt me with this one.
Hey,
And
that's
ka-chow. Total of
Ka-chow!
2.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I
I'm
can do
sorry.
math.
What?
Sorry, total of 10.
Oh, that doesn't hit the parry plus 10 for the Machinist.
It literally can't.
I'll say it'd be
You want to
He's so
reroll?
ineffective today.
it'd be deeply, deeply sad if that hit.
I could hero point that.
Hey, it's
I
your
will.
life.
I will do that. I will do that because I don't know. I'm trying to. He's moving the story forward. Okay, 17 -2 plus 8, 23.
All right, so that's against your parry plus 10, Machinist.
My parry plus 10 is 20.
20. So that does hit. So now what? Is that going to be contested strength?
Um,
Trying to grab.
It's against my strength, so it's just a DC 16.
All right, so you're going to roll and add your strength, Machinist, against a total of try to be a 16.
That is a 24.
Well
Darn.
done.
And so you got to grab, with like your smoking stuff, but Machinist, we'll say like you activated basically like kind of a taser to like kind of break through the smoke.
Yeah, I think, or me?
That's cool.
Yeah. You did.
So it's like
they
I
tried to
have
grab you,
like
but
a
they failed.
like a light here sort of thing, but on my suit, but instead it's like just right here in my circles. So right here is where it comes from. Oh, right here in my circles, sorry. And light, like a flashlight just comes on because I'm like a tech bae, you know what I mean?
You're a
And
tech bae.
ooh, I like that tech bae. And then I can like just see through it and I dodge it, right? That's it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
just
roll
break
to the
free
left,
from it.
to the left, to the left. So I just go to the left there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sounds like a plan.
And I say,
all
"You
right.
fool!"
All
That's
right,
it.
give me 1 second. And then
You fool is a very standard go-to villain line. I accept that. That's good stuff.
truly it is.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, that was
You fool.
that was Dr. Haze's turn, and now we are at Storm Fury's turn. So Storm Fury,
So-
you were being semi-seduced, and then
Uh-huh.
Sapphire Shadow ran by you to get to the door.
Okay, so since I failed my roll last time, in a combination of infatuation and also noticing that Sapphire's supposed ally is willing to launch a rocket at them, and now I want to go against what the villain says and says nobody leaves. I look at Sapphire and I say, "You owe me one." I open the door and head to the Machinist and Dr. Haze to join into their fight.
I do owe
Where's your?
you one.
I can't hear you. Where'd you go?
I do owe you one.
So kind of the same thing. It'll take kind of a double move action to get over there, and you won't.
Okay.
I say I don't know if you're planning on attacking, but you let the door open for the Machinist or for Sapphire. Were you planning on attacking, or are you just trying to get over to that side right now?
If I can attack, then yes, I would love to. I'd love to launch some wind in this direction.
Same kind of thing. You because you can do it you can move and then do a charge, which is you move and attack with a -2 to the attack.
Let's do it. -2 to the attack.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that's a 23.
23. Does that beat? You're going for the Machinist, I assume, or are you going for Tatitude?
I'm gonna go for. They're at the same spot. They're roughly at the same spot, right?
More or less, but also with Dr. Haze too, for that matter.
So wouldn't it be an area of an effect if I'm just using a wind tunnel at them?
Right. So it would be, if you're using that one, it would be an area. I will say in your case, Tatitude, you are now with your back against a wall, so that is your glider is going to smash you to the back of the wall if you do that.
It won't take me up, so I can manipulate it elsewhere.
It's
a glider, so it's gonna flow with wherever the wind's gonna take you.
I mean, if it's gonna flow with wherever the wind's gonna take you, it's gonna smash you into the ceiling. Because it's a controlled burst of wind. It's not just like normal everyday.
Well, not problem. It's just she has a circumstance bonus to avoid area effects, and
yeah, I would say let's add that to it. And if you're successful, we'll say the glider was the method
Well,
by which.
Okay, then is that just the general +5 to something?
Yes. Yeah, we'll do it as
Okay.
+5. So roll and so Machinist, Tatitude, and Haze, you're all gonna roll a dodge check.
Dodge plus what? Just okay.
Dodge plus your roll.
All right.
20.
20. All right. And what was the DC on that, Storm Fury?
The DC is let's see here. Move object. DC is 23.
All right. So anyone who rolled below of 23 is now going to Wait, does that include your bonus, Tatitude?
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, yeah. You're
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a hero point and re-roll that.
Okay.
Never mind. Nope, I'm not.
I rolled
I got the
a
exact
20.
same roll.
I rolled a 25.
All right, and sorry, what was the DC again? 23?
Uh-huh.
All right. So then, Machinist, you are able to. I'm gonna imagine that like you kind of anchor yourself with your machine parts to the ground. And Dr. Haze, you also avoided it, correct?
No, I got hit.
Oh, all right. Well, then roll your toughness check.
Can I leave skid marks?
Yeah, we'll say you anchored, but it was enough to push
Yeah.
you back.
I'm going to
Cool.
use my final hero point on this because, wow. I had 11 total. So it was... Oh, wow. And then I rolled a 2, but at least I get the plus 10 on that. So 12... 17. Well, not great.
17, and what was the DC on that again? Soldier?
23.
23, so you are going to take a -1 and be dazed.
All right.
All right. I'll say these. I'll say the wind attacks are really messing up the ally.
We are wrecking the shop, though, I tell you what.
True. Yeah. More
It's just
again.
getting thrown around.
More crates and machinery and all sorts of stuff go flying. Like you flipped over a forklift.
Dang.
Yeah. It's just like
You're out of control. We need to put this one down.
dang.
Respectfully.
Honestly,
Respectfully.
honestly, Gracie, if someone did this to my layer, I would murder them.
Considering that we
last
were
time-
almost roommates in prison.
Yeah.
So
Can you
the
respect
last
my
time
layer?
someone did, I did murder them, but not really.
and so that is the end of the heroes part of the action. It's really nice actually that our initiative is split between the heroes and the villains. We're gonna be taking a quick 10-minute break. Before we do, I got it now just in time to put it together. I want to showcase the awesome cover that we got done to represent today's episode.
Yeah!
It looks so good.
Oh, that's
Look at
awesome.
that. Look
Nice.
at your butt cheeks.
I know, like Butty Button over there.
Everywhere. Wow.
Amazing.
This is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, it turned out really well. And also because of that, I now have I'm using this. I'm going to use that as the background from now on. We got the warehouse background now.
Sweet.
Hell yeah!
I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I meant to. I was like, my artist didn't get it back to me until we had already started streaming. So I was kind of like,
It turned out
when-
great.
I was like, it worked out. I was like, all right, you guys are all chatting. I'll just put that together.
I like how the violence looks
Nice.
like what we did.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of rockets and a lot of.
I'll say Tatitude and Storm Fury squaring up is actually like perfectly what happened.
yeah.
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 Right?
That's
All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go single. I'll let the others. I'll kind of just chat a little bit, and then we got a cool little intermission. But I'll let them all take a break, and we'll the rest of them will be back in 10 to continue.
Woo!
All right, sounds good.
And let me turn this up really off. Hey everybody, how's it going? RC
Hey,
here.
we're back.
Oh,
Oops, sorry.
oh nope. I'll say
Sorry.
yeah. And yeah, I hope you've all been enjoying watching Highwind Rumble. Let's take a look at the chat here. We'll see what everybody's up to. I love that respectfully was actually a really great moment there. Gave Machinist daughter. Honestly, actually, it gave Quin. That was really Quin coming all the way through with that one. We got some. Say, I missed exactly what moment this was, but I was like, there's been so much kind of back and forth between the villains about who's on whose side, it seems. Let's see here. Oh, just like you're here from Goldie's community, so welcome. Yeah, I'd say that this is for Goldie, probably not the most common kind of content. But we always love having her on. She's awesome at this. Hey, Squire. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is a great moment. We'll go. I mean, we kind of mentioned this towards the beginning, but Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition is the game we use. It's made by our friends over at Green Ronin Publishing. It's the world's greatest superhero RPG. It is from the 1st edition, originally built off D&D, and each subsequent version has kind of stretched out into its own thing. So it's definitely in that same vein of an RPG, and I love introducing new people to it. And hey, Rachel, for those who aren't familiar, Dramadork here is Rachel, member of our cast on the main Masks and Mayhem podcast, which you can find on masksandmayhem.com. Along with all of our streams, we post everything over there with show notes and all the information that you might need. But it's been a wild ride tonight. A lot of back and forth I wasn't expecting necessarily, which has been cool. Let's see here. And let's see. Claude, I know you're not on screen at the moment. It seems that everyone cannot talk it out. I think in a lot of superhero stories, there's going to be some violence, particularly when heroes and villains end up against each other. And let's see here. Let's say Quin is in the chat saying more hugs. I don't know if we're gonna see more hugs from this lot. Not with all of the rockets flying around. But we'll see. I'll say, you know what? The players are in control at the end of the day. We've all done some bad stuff. I'm going to assume that's to the discussion about who is and is not a villain. How in a lot of ways it seems to be a matter of perspective, but that Tatitude has like a very, very broad sense, a lot of self-awareness to be able to say that, no, I'm kind of awful in certain crime-related ways, at least. I doubt that Tatitude really thinks of herself as a bad person. I would debate that Sapphire has not been winning necessarily, mostly because Sapphire has been trying to escape, and that has not gone well until this last moment when they were let go by Storm Fury. So we'll see how that turns up. What we got going on? All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna turn on our little intermission video, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So see y'all in a moment.
Hi everybody, let Pope do the read! Thanks for watching Tales from the Mayhemverse Highwind Rumble, a Masks and Mayhem event. Tonight's game uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. Think you might want to pick up a copy for yourself? Head on over to greenroninstore.com and use the promo code MayhemCast. Now keep in mind that code doesn't just work on Mutants and Masterminds, you can use them on other games as well, including Blue Rose and the Expanse RPG. Using code MayhemCast will get you 5% off your order and you'll help support our streams. Special thanks to Mother of Carp for joining us tonight. You can see Carp streaming on Twitch, playing games, and making art. Thanks so much to Claude for joining tonight as well. Claude is promoting the TTRPG Collective on Discord. They're a group of TTRPG-loving nerds online providing each other mutual support. You can find a link to that Discord in the show notes and in the chat. Special thanks to Queen Goldie for joining us tonight. You can find her streaming games and being funny on TikTok. Thank you to Joe for joining tonight's game. She's a frequent member of the cast of the Untold Stories project. They're dedicated to bringing love to the games and voices that don't receive the attention they deserve, including Masks and Mayhem. Check it out in the show notes or in the chat. An extra special thanks to Quin for joining us tonight. Quin can be found on Twitch at Control-Alt-Quin, being one of the best variety streamers. And if you thought that I wasn't going to promote my own crap on here, then you must be high. My latest album, Always Forward, is available on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, whatever the hell that is. Wherever you listen to music, I've got it. Go check it out. If you'd like to support us, our Ko-Fi allows for one-time donations as well as monthly memberships. Our various membership tiers get bonuses including access to private stream games for the community, as well as to things like GM notes and Spotify playlists for the characters. Links to that, the main podcast, all our friends, my latest album, all of that can be found at masksandmayhem.com/links. But for now, let's get back to Highwind.
Alrighty then. Let me just get everybody unmuted real quick. Welcome back, friends.
Oh no!
Hey, yeah. Oh.
Oh wait, hey, I'm not.
No.
Oh, no.
Something's wrong here.
Oh, Claude, you have your
Our
video
body
off.
swapped.
Claude.
Oh.
Claude, you gotta
Alright.
come back.
Act like them. As we wait.
Claude. Claude.
Who are we getting, I was like, who are we getting an echo from?
It might be Claude. Testing.
Claude.
It might just be
Yourself.
Carp, I was like, Carp, you're just going out into the universe and picking it up.
I use my wind powers on my voice to try and echo out to Claude to bring him back. Hi. It worked.
Wow.
My camera just didn't want to turn back on.
Not you going Super Saiyan. I'm just saying.
I was like, oh my god, the noise.
All right, let me fix everybody up where you're supposed to be real quick. Actually, I think that's everybody. Cool, we're back.
Hey, wait, no.
No,
Wait.
you flipped them.
Oh yeah, you're
Just
right.
flip
Sorry,
this.
I couldn't read it from this distance.
Reading is hard.
Reading is hard. Oh, dang it.
All right, so
High five.
just a quick recap of where we were. These two groups of Storm Fury and Dr. Haze, as well as Machinist, Sapphire Shadow, and Tatitude, all have kind of just been rumbling in Highwind Rumble, and fighting in the middle of the Machinist lair, destroying all kinds of machinery, firing at each other, trying to seduce one another, trying to convince each other to stop fighting, but then fighting anyway some more. A lot of back and forth. And where we left off, Storm Fury had allowed Sapphire Shadow to run away out the door, and it proceeded to basically run towards Dr. Haze and the remaining two villains of the Machinist and Tatitude. Tatitude being at the door as well. All right, I think that kind of covers everything. So when we left off, then we were just ending Storm Fury's turn. We're coming back on Tatitude's turn.
Ooh, okay, so she's feeling rough right now. She does not like all these people near her. This is too much. She now is sus of this one, pointing at the Machinist's daughter to be like, you have gone into Cuckoo Town and I can't handle you. And so she's going to look. Crazy Girl is up here again too, but the doctor is here, right? Like, all four of us are crammed up near each other.
More or less, yeah.
We kind of converged on the Machinist's daughter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was you in the corner, and then Machinist ran up to you, and then Haze ran up to Machinist, and then Fury ran up and kind of went at all of y'all, and
yeah, no, this is...
fine.
And did I notice that Sapphire made it through the other door?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's looking at the doctor and is just like, have fun with this. And she drops her mist and then Pogo sticks out to the other side of the warehouse again. And I will totally dump a hero point to make both those things happen.
Can I do that? Oh no, Dr. Haze. Oh, you're talking about Haze. Sorry. Which doctor?
I can't operate on this boy. He's my son. Wait. So yeah, I would say if you could, the main reason you're going to drop a hero point is because typically with an array, you're only supposed to be able to switch once per turn.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'll let you drop one of your hero points to be able to do a double. So you leave the mist to hide your escape and pogo stick to the other side of the room, which your pogo stick has more than enough capability to do so. And
yeah,
make it to the door with Sapphire.
Pogo stick is technically a free action as well, but that just felt a little OP.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, it says free personal instant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if that's the case, then you would still have some movement left to be able to actually get out the door with Sapphire.
Yeah, because she's gonna be limping at that point, just holding on to the side like, thank God for that stupid stick.
All right.
Sapphire!
And so now it is Machinist's turn. Sorry, Joe, I shouldn't have presumed. I assumed that's the rest of your turn. You weren't doing anything additional. Okay. So for the Machinist, from your perspective, Tatitude just dropped mist, like leaving a whole big misty haze around you, and disappeared. And now it's your turn. So you're having very limited visibility right now. You can see Dr. Haze because he's right next to you, but you can't really see Storm Fury because she's like, a little further away.
But okay, but I still have my flashlights activated, right? My chest.
I mean, it's a chest light, but that's only going to help so much. So, like, all right, we'll say that you can see Storm Fury then. And I guess subsequently,
well, I'm not saying like that I can't see them. I just want to make sure that they're still on. Like, okay,
yeah, I'll say even with that active though, you did not see Tatitude's escape. You just saw the mist go down and like.
Okay, all right. So a question I guess I have, or something I would like to try to do, because this is like my lair, this is my outfit, this is my space. Okay. Considering that I am a technological genius, aren't there house lights in this bitch? There has to be something I can like turn on and just like turn the lights on, like floodlights. There's no way that I would not have like
this floodlights
or something.
That's not the place is well lit.
Or at least lasers. Can I make it like a nightclub? Just kidding. No. Just turn on some.
I'm saying, like, yeah. So like the place is well lit. The issue is that like an unnatural mist has been formed to block your vision.
Oh, I'm in a suit though. Oh, okay, but it's not a headpiece, right? Like,
as I say, yeah, you don't have any kind of special sensory abilities that let you see through things or anything.
All right, so
if that's something you want to do next time we look at the character and upgrade it, perhaps. But
yeah, yeah. So I don't have any like headgear.
Correct. Yeah. The main thing that it gives you is access to your weaponry and armor.
All right.
Because remember that this was something your father did to save you when you were in an accident.
Okay, so I have another thing. I have these cyborgs that are mine, though they're damaged.
So they're not here with you currently.
So
but
they're
you
not
do have...
in the space.
No. They left them behind at the previous fight scene.
Oh.
If you were able to get away from here, you may be able to do something with them because that is something that is a resource you have access to. But they're not here currently.
All right. Damn, I can't do anything. Okay. So I guess at this point, Jesus. Let me see. I don't know what to do at this. I really don't know what to do. Like, can I skip? I hate to do that, but I'm kind of, I feel stuck.
Your options
like,
are,
Take the
I mean, your
defend
options
action.
really, yeah, so your options are defend, fight, or flee. That's really what it comes down to at the
but
end
I
of it.
shouldn't flee. Like, I'm mad. I don't want to flee. Like, I'm not going to flee again.
Well, then your options are defend or fight. So what the defend action that Joe was referring to is
Yeah.
Claude did it earlier. It lets you roll to get a better defense in the event that someone tries to attack you.
All right. So in this whole chaos of all of these things, I do have 2 villain points. So my mind is like, can I see through the fog at least with my lights and give direction? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can. Can I hear?
If you want to use your hero points, I'll say that you can use basically overload your lighting system to basically push through the haze.
Because I want to just start blasting chaotically.
So yeah, you can see. I mean, if again, I guess it depends on who you're trying to hit. You can see you can see Storm Fury and Dr. Haze, who are right in your immediate vicinity.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit them like an AOE or something, right? And it's kind of like a panic thing.
One thing you could do is power stunt it to be a multi-attack, which would let you attack both of them, but with a -2 on each roll.
I would do that.
All
yeah.
Right. So you're going to roll 2 attack checks, each with a -2 then.
Okay, so what do you want to start with first?
That's up to you as to whoever you want to target first, but it's also which attack are you using? Are you using the rockets or are you using something else?
I'm going to use, and I also have this thing called Accurate Attack Trade Effect DC for attack bonus.
So what that means is you can make the attack less damaging, but a higher chance of hitting.
See, I would want to do that. That's one of my advantages.
So you can do up to -5 on the damage and add that to your attack roll. So how much do you want to remove for each of these?
That's a lot of math. That's a lot of math.
We'll keep it simple then. We're gonna make it whatever you choose is gonna be the same for both rolls.
Okay.
So how much damage do you want to take away and add to your roll?
I would say for this, I would like to take away 2 from 2. 2.
All right. In that case, then it's going to even out. So you're just gonna roll and add your attack bonus like normal.
All right, bet. So,
who are you
son
targeting?
of a gun.
Yeah, who are you targeting first?
I'm going to target Dr. Haze first.
Dr. Haze? All right, so roll, add your attack check like normal, and Dr. Haze, what is your dodge plus 10?
It is a 22 to hit me right now.
So you're rolling, adding your modifier, and trying to beat 22, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 17.
Okay, so that first one does not hit. So roll the next one against Storm Fury. And Storm Fury, what is your dodge plus 10?
My dodge plus 10, I think that's 23. Let me check. My dodge plus 10 is 23.
All right, so roll and roll an attack again, and you're trying to beat 23.
What is this hell?
Did you? I'm going to assume you missed again based on that response. Would you like to use your villain, one of your other villain point to try to beat to try to re-roll that last one?
Yeah, let me re-roll it because it's the same for both of them, right? To simplify it, was like we did the same for both.
Right. So whatever you roll, whatever the number on the dice is, if it's 10 or below, you're going to add 10 to it.
Okay, here we go. 27.
27.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to hit.
There you go.
Oh my god! Oh!
That's going to hit Carp.
Why?
Storm Fury. And what is... So, Machinist, what is the DC of that attack -2?
Okay, hold up. I got lost in my villainous joy. So for that one, for the...
It also makes more sense that Storm Fury would be the one to get hit because she's been the most injured.
It's DC 25.
So
You said
now it's going to make
-2?
it -2, so DC of 23. So Storm Fury, you're going to roll a toughness check. You're trying to beat 23.
I
Good luck.
do not beat that. I want to use my last hero point to try and reroll.
Okay, what was your total, just for my curiosity?
My total was 15.
Okay,
And
roll
this
it again and tell me the total.
Yeah, and if I get a lower roll, then I add 10 to that, right?
If the number on the dice is 10 or below, you add 10 to it. If it's 11 or above, it stays the same.
Yeah, I got a 14 this time.
Okay.
I got a yeah.
So what's that
So-
total then?
No, the total is 14. I rolled real bad.
What was the number
Did
on
you
the
roll
die?
in an 11?
4.
Oh, so then
No,
you're gonna
that's
add 10 to it. So
15
that's a
plus.
total of 24.
24.
So you are gonna take this rocket to the chest, but you're going to basically like absorb it with your meditative abilities. So you're not taking any additional damage on top of that.
Spicy.
All right, so
Ouch.
Machinist, that was your turn, and that takes us then to back at the top of the round with Dr. Haze.
I mean, at this point, rockets are being fired at us. I'm just gonna punch.
All right, I assume Machinist.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn on my.
Good clarification.
Friend.
Listen, there's
point.
been a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of back and
it's
forth, a lot of
important,
who's with who.
I would understand. Like, I have a very punchable face. I would understand.
Oh, come on.
All right,
I
so-
will power attack
Okay,
just by two.
all right, so
So that makes me miss pretty good. That's
you're trying to
a
Machinist,
14.
what's your parry plus 10?
20.
So that misses then, I believe, correct?
Yep, that's a
All
miss.
Are you doing anything else with your turn then, Dr. Hayes?
All right.
Not. I do heal one of my
Oh,
bruises
yeah.
because of my
What is,
regen.
so what does that bring you down to then? You're at -3 now, or
-2.
-2? Nice.
Oh no, you're right. -3.
Okay.
Forgot. I took a hit at some point, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're at -3 again. And then Storm Fury, it's your turn.
Time for some wind punches. Wind punches to the Machinist.
All right.
Mhm.
Roll that attack check to try to beat dodge plus 10.
I don't understand why you won't just stay here with me.
So
That was a very lonely thing to say.
What was the total then?
Lonely or
Storm Fury?
psychotic, maybe both.
that's a 16. It is very, very low.
Okay, so that's not going to be.
No.
I believe it was a
Probably
20.
not.
All
I'm gonna
right.
trade a bunch of
Wind
misses
punch!
here.
My side cramps immediately because I am like in so much pain.
I was like, you were burned up by fire like 2 months ago. Now you've been under so much attack tonight by robots and things.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling so much physical pain here. My side caves in. I go, ah! Oh God!
Doctor.
I
Lovely
wish.
I'm
doctor.
a doctor.
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a
Doctor,
doctor in the
I'm
why
a
did you say
doctor.
that name?
And I be like, hey, I just hold them. You don't
All
have
right.
to do this.
Quick head count of hero and
Sorry.
villain points. We got
I'm all
one,
out now.
We got 1,
I have
0.
one.
I have one.
One.
I have
All right.
one.
So 1 for each of the villains and 0 for both the heroes.
Zero for heroes.
Dang. And you started off
Mhm.
with a surplus.
We did.
All right. So in that case, it is Tatitude's turn. So you have now exited the building on the other side.
Yeah. Do I see Sapphire anywhere?
Yeah, she's like right next to you. You both just exited the door.
Just I'm grabbing onto her. Get a hold of fucking copycat. Just like she went cray cray in there. That was different.
Yeah.
Did something happened
That
to her
was
that we
wild.
don't know about? That's not who I remember. Ugh.
Ooh.
Should we
All
leave
right.
her behind?
No,
So
we
bad.
should definitely get them out of there.
Okay.
I just don't know how to get them out of their
Can-
lair.
Do you have anything to make me feel better? I cannot take another hit. I
I'll
can
s-
barely move.
I'll say
Okay.
that I'll say since y'all are like out of combat, I'll say like, you know, I don't think either of you have treatment, right? On your skills.
Oh, I do.
I'll let you roll a treatment to try to heal yourself a bit. I know it's not technically within the rules on how you do it, but neither of you have a healing ability.
I was about to say, can I like burn a hero point to like give myself the like bonus? I don't know how
I mean, you could-
Tatitude's trying to call in airdrops.
I mean, yeah. If you want, well, no. If you want to do, if you want to say like that you're burning a hero point basically to get like Jack of all trades bonus, basically, you'll get a +5 to the roll.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Okay.
Holy.
Because again, that would be in line with your character, someone who's probably had to stitch up her own attack or stitch up her own wounds before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm rolling like trash tonight, except for that one nat 20.
Yeah.
So that's a 14 total.
Okay, and what is your current negatives?
5.
5. I'll let that. That's gonna bring you down to a 3.
Okay.
Nice.
And can I knock off this staggered yet?
Oh, I knocked that off at the beginning. Remember, I said that because you and Storm Fury were both starting as staggered, I was gonna knock both off to even you out.
I did not catch that. It's why I'd been doing weird things about my movement.
Oh. I did not realize that. My mistake.
Okay.
So, in that case, we've got... So, that was your turn, basically. You're going to do that unless you want to move anywhere else, like, you know. But then it's Sapphire Shadow's turn after that. I was like, I can kind of let you guys... We'll get
Okay.
to... Again,
Yeah,
because you're not really in the combat right
Yeah,
now. We're going to be a
because
little looser with
we're
it.
we're in the same place. So
Yeah, I'm going to let you be a little looser in terms of like what you're doing.
we definitely have to get them out because we need them to get the machines off of our arms.
But the thing is like we can get back to her at any point for that part. Why do we need to stay here with the violence and the extra fighting? We're not getting paid for this, and it's not beneficial. It's hurting.
Because how much time do we have left before the alarm starts going off on these things?
You've probably got about another like 3 or 4 hours at most.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Considering that this whole space is mine, right?
Okay.
I can hear what they're saying, right? They're still wearing the bracelets. So is there any way that I can be aware of what they're literally saying right now?
So...
Even if I can't see them?
I was gonna say, the only thing is I can't think of necessarily, because the way you were listening to them before was like through a radio system. So like there's nothing you would do. If you're hearing them, then so is Storm Fury and Dr. Haze. So that'll be the trade-off. So we can, I'm willing to go with yes on that.
It's up to them, because I just feel like I don't know. I feel stuck. In this space. I don't know how to progress.
To double check.
Oh.
Tatitude was at a door when Machinist's daughter came up and tried to punch her. She bailed out from that door situation and went to the one
on the
Sapphire
other side
came out
with
of.
Sapphire, yeah.
So there's still the potential of she can run around to the other side, yank the door open, get Machinist's daughter, and shut the door.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, it's not gonna be an all-in-one turn kind of thing, but
No.
yeah, I would say
No.
you can definitely get over to that other side, because you did already try to heal. You also were like bandaging yourself as you ran, so I'll let you say like, you ran part of the way there, like we say we got about halfway around the building, something like that.
Cool. So that's her plan.
So I guess though, to Quin's point, because they kind of left it up to the two of you, is this radio system y'all kind of rigged up a little earlier still active?
I think
Sure.
legitimately,
I say
Tatitude
yes.
has taken too much damage.
I say yes, but it's faulty.
Okay, so we'll say that you only heard whatever Sapphire said, which was like, you know, we got to get these things off. Not, I'll say you did not hear Tatitude's part of it, which is like leave Machinist behind. Figure it out later.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So
Like-
you have a sense that at least Sapphire wants to come back for you, Machinist.
Yes. So you have a sense that we're not gonna leave you.
Yeah.
I would never abandon you.
So
I would never do it.
So while you were having this
Even
conversation,
I violently attacked your chunkless.
Even after everything,
I've hit everybody.
So from your perspective, Sapphire, Tatitude was like talking to you, but also like bandaging herself up and now running around the building towards where.
Fine. I'll go get her.
Are you following? Yeah. Are you following Tatitude?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you're both making about halfway around the building.
Yes.
And we are going to come back to the Machinist. Then it's your turn.
Yes.
All right. So I feel like in this current state, I'm having a bit of a panic. You know, I can't see things. I've shooted my missiles, everything. I'm kind of aimless. I shooted my missiles and it's just like fog and darkness. And I'm like looking at all these things that I've worked on and everything that I've tried to do to like break. I'm going to make myself start crying. Okay.
And just remember remember that your test light that you,
there's all that test light, all these things, everything that I've worked so hard is here and I don't want to leave. So I'm trying to get everyone to just like stay here and figure it out, even if I have to slaughter them. I'm evil. It is what it is. Being a super villain is not.
Yeah. It's the whole. I'm going to keep them here and slaughter them part. It's the slaughter part that makes it really hard to stick around, girl.
But these are my thoughts. They're not. These are my thoughts. These are my thoughts.
You told me you wouldn't use the soundboard. You lied.
I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to leave this space. And I hear them talking and I'm just like trying to persuade them. Can I roll a persuasion check in a loudspeaker? Please come back. Something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, you can
let's work this out. Let's talk about it. It's Tatitude and Sapphire. Villains, fellow villains, criminals. We have that in common. Just trying to use my best sociopathic ideals to connect with them and have them come rescue me.
So again, this is one of those situations where I can't tell if you're trying to deceive them.
Well,
no one here understands the difference between deception and perception.
I've
never known.
Whatever happens here, the dice are going to decide how Tatitude responds to this.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to have Machinist. You're going to roll a persuasion check, and I'm actually going to have. I'm trying to think. I'm going to have y'all. I'm going to have the other two roll an insight check. It's not technically how the rules do it, but the rules don't really deal with how do players convince each other.
Guess who rolled a nat 20?
No. That was not for you. I'm sorry. I should have been clear. That was for the villains. But
oh my god! That's a gift. That's a gift right there. That's. But iconic.
I am. Wait. I want to be clear, Carp. I am benevolent. I'm gonna let you hold that 20 for something. Whatever next roll.
Oh yes, deserved. That was so funny.
All right. I feel like that's fair. But yeah, this is for the villains. This is for the people that that Machinist is trying to convince, which was
okay. So my persuasion is
So you're rolling and adding your persuasion. So that's a total of 8.
Okay. No. So plus 8. Am I rolled?
Yeah.
We all both, roll.
I'll say you're gonna roll and add. I feel like I'm trying to say insight doesn't feel like the right thing.
No.
I roll persuasion, right?
You roll persuasion. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what they do to see how receptive they are to it. Well,
okay.
What was your total again, Machinist?
So it's my perception, or persuasion, plus 8, and I rolled a 20, so 20.
28. I feel like I don't even feel like you guys need to roll for that. I feel like this was a very persuasive argument. You feel like your friend is in danger, and even though clearly cracking under the pressure a little bit, you know, you don't want to leave them to be captured by two heroes. That's what I get out of this, unless y'all really disagree.
Well, it was more of, I think.
Well, we were already.
Yeah, like she was already like she had freaking Sapphire said, "Let's rescue her." So fine. Oh, now you're just up there, just palading. We're coming. Just fucking be patient, brat.
Right.
God.
So Machinist, that was your action, which is not an actual action. So you still can move or attack or defend.
Yeah.
or flee. Like you have. What are you doing with your turn? You now said this into the loudspeaker, and what are you going to do with your remaining action? You could try to double move to get like further away, but I don't know.
I got them. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll see what happens when Joe comes back.
Should I keep going?
Let's just keep going for now. Yeah.
So what I'll do is, I'm just kind of like here. I'm trying to recalibrate my stuff, like just doing like really like small tech things, trying to calm myself down because at the end of the day, that's all I really had. My dad's not here for me anymore. I don't have that sort of support system. But the fact that these two prisoners that I've met briefly came back for me is giving me a little bit of like, feels.
Sure. Okay.
Yes, let's go.
So you got the feels. What are you doing?
So can I turn on a sprinkler? Like kind of make it start raining, like set the scene a little bit.
What's the
There's
purpose
fog
of
and
that?
rain. I don't know. It'd be hot. Okay, there you go.
I'm just saying, like, you can have a
Does the
sprinkler
building-
go on, I guess.
Look, does the building have a ventilation system that
Definitely.
can be reversed?
Yeah, it definitely has an HVAC system. It definitely
That
has
we
a
can
sprinkler
convince
system.
Dr. Hayes to go fart mode.
See, I
I'm
was thinking if I
sucking
can like
into
make it rain, it would affect.
Oh,
That's what I was doing.
Now that
Like,
makes sense to me.
Yeah, I want it to
Okay.
rain. I want to be like, oh, they're coming back. Execute order sprinklers. I didn't like this sprinklers.
Now here's the
Oh.
trade-off narratively is you have a lot of like open electronic equipment in here.
But it's
So-
all a loss at this point, They've already come in here and
Okay,
destroyed my
I just wanted to
walls.
make sure that like you understood that like the test light's not going to be impacted because that's in a nice like containers and stuff. But like anything that was kind of out in the open, like the thing you were working on when everything
Yeah.
started, that's going to be impacted in some way.
Yeah, like I'm totally fine with that. Pidgeotto came in here and was like gusting all over the place.
That
So
was a
yeah,
reference.
so that's where we're at right now. Is so the
got-
It's
sprinklers
over.
turn on. Dr. Hayes, you feel this like rain start to fall on you, and you do feel like a little less solid, essentially. And then after that, it goes back to the top of the round though with Dr. Hayes.
Keep pressing the attack. And what's the mechanical effect of this right now?
Let's say that's going to put you at a -2 if you stay in this building, like -2 for your
Sure.
attack rolls.
Yeah, that works.
I figured it's either that or your defenses. You can choose if you want it to be your attacks or your defenses, but
Attacks is fine.
all right. So what kind of attack are you doing? And I assume against the machine.
I'm stuck with my punches because I'm using the. Oh, I do heal a little more. But I
that's
did
gonna
just
be-
get a
that's
nat 20 on my unarmed.
Oh snap! What is the
So the
total of
minus
that?
didn't matter. So unarmed is not the best for me. This is a DC 26, adding
Okay,
5.
so that definitely hits you, Machinist. So you're trying to roll toughness check against a DC of 26. So roll, add toughness, trying to beat 26. If you don't, let me know what you don't beat it by.
And so I beat it, or I did not beat it by like 7.
What was your
That
total?
sucks. 26 plus 10. Or
No.
my toughness plus
rolling,
10.
Yeah, no, rolling and adding your toughness.
Oh, well, yeah. So I'm low.
So yeah, what is
By
your
7.
total?
Oh, sorry. 1 second. I did the math really fast. Is it right? Okay, so it was like 10. Yeah, it's 7. So my total was like 30 something.
That doesn't. What was the dice roll? That doesn't make sense.
Should I do it over again? Hold up.
No. What was the roll of the dice? What was the total of that?
Sorry, I'm under
Now
pressure.
all right, now you have glasses. First off, I don't recognize you now. What did you do with Quin?
Stop.
The new player.
Okay, so okay.
Roll and add your toughness.
10.
What? Your toughness is 10. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay, so roll and add 10.
that's 30.
So you rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
then
I
you're fine,
re-rolled
yeah.
it now, but I re-rolled it. Sorry.
Okay, so but originally you rolled a 20.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no, that's not right.
10 plus 20 is 30. I'm just trying to make sure you actually rolled a 20 and I'm not misunderstanding you.
Oh, so but what was the other roll? So I'm confused now. I'm sorry, I'm new here.
You are
You're
rolling.
good. If
and
your
adding-
total's 30, you're
Yeah,
fine.
if your total's
Like,
30, you're fine.
Yeah,
I'm just...
That's all that.
Well, I don't want to be fine.
Well, I don't know what your original roll was. You know, it was.
I
Yeah.
forget.
Remember what was on the.
Chat.
Okay.
Chat. What was it? Sorry, Sorry.
You know,
You never. The thing is, that you
Nobody
never
knows
answered
what
the
your role
question.
was. Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
never
I just
answered the
said-
question. You just kept saying 7 as an
Yeah.
You
answer.
said 7
Oh.
below, so I was like, did you get a 19?
He's-
Or
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the part where I got anxiety. Because it was like, so it was 7 below. I did the math, and then
so you got a total of
you
19.
would have had a 19.
yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
so you rolled a 9.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You're good.
In the future, just tell me what the dice roll was.
Oh, but you asked me what it was. Or like,
yeah, I
how
know,
did
but
miss
that
it?
ended up
That's why
being
it
more
confused
confusing.
me.
So
Okay,
you
yeah,
failed by
sorry.
7, which is going to leave you with a -1 to your toughness and your dazed next turn, meaning you can only move or attack.
Oh no. We
Um,
gotta get them out of here.
All right, so that was Dr. Haze. Are you doing anything else for your turn? You punched, the machinist.
I'm sorry.
I
did-
So I didn't hear the thing about like we need to get this the things off me or whatever.
You did hear
was
that,
just
but you
between
did
them.
not hear you did not hear Tatitude's suggestion of abandoning
Gotcha.
machinist.
But I don't think from that context I would understand that it's like a bomb thing that they have.
Correct, you would not.
Yeah, that's not within his knowledge. So that's gonna be it for my turn.
All right, Storm Fury, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go in for the punch, and I'm gonna use that reserve 20. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's gonna hit too. So, machinist, you're gonna roll and tell me what the dice number is.
Okay, you're gonna do the math for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the math for you because I now know
Okay.
that you have a 10 toughness.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, the 10 toughness makes it easy for the math.
It does.
Yeah. So, but
I
no
guess
one else is
9.
supposed to know that, right? So I just showed my whole panties. I'm like, ice spice.
Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter
Okay.
unless you plan to lie.
Yeah, I was about to say I have 8
Oh,
toughness.
no. Yeah, I don't
I'll
want to
be honest.
lie.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so
if we
my
know.
toughness is 10, so I'm gonna roll right now.
So just tell me the dice number. That's all.
11.
So 11 plus 10, and you had the -1, correct?
Yes.
My punch. Yeah.
You only had the 1 negative so far. Correct. Okay, so that was a total of 20 then. What is the DC on your punch then, Carp?
That would be 27.
So you are going to take another -1. You can't be double dazed though, so that doesn't really have as big an impact.
Is that with the +5 from the crit?
Oh right, you critted.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so 27 plus 5 minus 20. It doesn't really. Wait, no. 5, 10. And that
Just
does make
1
a
degree
difference,
extra.
actually. It does make a difference. So, machinist,
Uh-huh.
you at this point now have -2 on your toughness for future checks. You are dazed, meaning next turn you can either
Okay.
move or attack, and you are staggered, which means that you're going to move at half speed. So and it's also worth noting if you get staggered again, it knocks you out. You got real messed up by that last attack.
Okay, so I'm -2 toughness.
-2 toughness, move or attack next turn, half speed.
Okay.
All right, and then Storm Fury, that was your attack. Are you doing any kind of movement?
No, I'm staying right here.
All right, and then Sapphire, it's your turn. Or no, sorry, Tatitude, your turn. My mistake.
Oh, okay. So then she finishes hobbling, running around the building.
Yeah, you're
So
able to make
then-
it to the building. You can do whatever you were planning on doing next.
Yeah, use her key to unlock the other side of the door.
Okay.
But she's gonna hold the free action of opening the door for Sapphire when she's ready.
Okay, so that Sapphire can
Okay.
be the one to grab Machinist, basically, or is that the plan?
Yeah, because
Okay, I just wanna make sure I
using the key is my action, like
Okay.
lock
Okay.
picking.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Alrighty then. So in
How
that-
close is Machinist to the door?
right at the entrance, like pretty much right. Like yeah, you open the door. I mean, you don't know that 100% technically, but that was where you last saw saw them.
Oh, okay. Then
So
yeah,
if
That's
Tatitude opens
my-
the door, you can easily pop in and grab them.
that's what I'm doing. That's my movement.
All right. So
Pulling
from the
her out.
perspective of the two heroes, door opens up. The other people you were just fighting reach out, grab Machinist, yank him through the door, and close the door behind them.
Yep, very
Lock.
very
lock the
Looney
door.
Tunes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yoink.
Very just,
I should say
yeah.
the only factor at play is if the Machinist resists this at all,
Oh.
which I assume no, but
Well,
I
They
don't
are a
know.
wild
they
card.
were gonna die. They were gonna die.
I was
Otherwise,
gonna say you are feeling real messed
Was
up.
I
so
going to die though?
Yeah.
Was
Possibly.
I going to die? I was.
We're not killy heroes.
yeah, you're not
You weren't
murder
gonna
heroes,
die.
but you
Yeah.
you were soon to be unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were,
One more bad
you
roll and
were
you would have been unconscious.
you were on the downslide.
So it's up to you as to what you do, that because it's a choice thing, but I'm letting you know that it would make sense that you didn't resist your friends.
So what is this scene here now? They're dragging me out.
I mean, they
They're
just
carrying-
presumably they dragged you out, closed the door, and let you go again.
Uh-huh. Let me go. Okay.
Well, like, because they pulled you out
Release
and
you,
let
like-
go of you. Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah,
the criminal
you're not
or the criminals. The heroes.
How dare? How dare?
Like,
Yeah, so it's-
we saved your life.
Yeah. So you're now outside with with Tatitude and Sapphire.
Yeah. Like, we saved your life.
Uh-huh.
And in return for that favor, we would appreciate, and for deliverance
Get it out. Get it
of
out.
the test light, we would appreciate the removal of the penitentiary armbands.
What is colloquially called the kill-com.
The
Okay.
kill com.
Oh, what a cute
Um,
We
name.
go wait to remove that.
because it can communicate and also kill
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
you. So I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah,
I would, but I understand. We're in the midst of a battle. But
if you want to do that, you can if you make a technology check, because you're familiar enough with these devices because you have.
Yeah,
them yourself.
and my test light is still in that room, right?
Correct. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you want to try to remove the kill comms as Sapphire is requesting, you can roll a technology.
So I lost my.
Wait.
And if
What?
you remove them, like I can go in with my shot blasts, we can take them in stealthily and hit them, with stealth. I will
So-
help you take them out stealthily.
Sounds like
But
Tatsuya
I
trying to say
want-
something too.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
So, question for the GM.
Okay.
The case with the test light in it, was it damaged? Do the heroes know that there is test light in that room yet?
No, I wouldn't say either of them are familiar enough with test light to like recognize specifically. And it was kind of just centered in the center room. It didn't really get.
Yeah,
any
and they
damage
never
to it.
said anything about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Test light.
So-
So we don't know
Except
why
for
we're
the
in here.
stuff that you threw at us, and
We
I've been
did
waiting
see that.
But that was unrefined test light. You also, again, I would say you guys aren't familiar with test light, so like for all you know is that something explosive was thrown at you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it kind of would have been more like a grenade got thrown at you than
Yeah.
some magical rock.
Yeah.
But
Because test light's a
so-
thing that's not commonly known about, like some people do, but the two of you I wouldn't say would have had any real contact with it because you tend to fight people like you're more on Daredevil's level than Tony Stark.
Oh.
So Tatitude is gonna look at Machinist and be like, "Your test light is still safe. They don't know it's in there. The crate was never touched. It's fine. Otherwise, we all would have gone boom at this point."
Okay.
Here.
That's true.
She's gonna Tatitude's gonna reach into her pocket and she's gonna hand the Machinist's daughter the other little lump of raw test light to be like, "Truce. Stop trying to hit me. Stop freaking
I
out.
won't.
We can fix this. But you gotta finish your promise to us at this point. We've gone above and beyond. It's either you help us, we finish helping you, or I'm leaving whether you like it or not."
Okay.
Truce.
I'm like evil to my core, but sorry.
Stay evil to your core, man. But I don't have to be
gonna-
around for it.
I know. I have this moment of vulnerability, and I will remove their bracelets. I will do what I need to do.
Roll a technology check.
Okay. I'm gonna lie about this too. I'm just kidding.
Purposely sets them off. You just set it on a timer to go like 5 minutes later.
Stop it. Damn it. Where did my thingy go? Hold up 1 second. You said fortitude? What did you tell me to do? Sorry.
Technology.
Oh, technology. Okay, so my technology is plus 16, and I roll and add on top of that.
Correct.
So that would put me at 16 plus 16.
All right, yeah. Again, because of your familiarity, you're able to you pull out some tools and you immediately just all the right buttons and the right things to hit, and these things kind of just clink,
Oh yeah, I do.
clink, and they come off of both arms.
Yeah, baby!
Ugh, it stinks. I need to wash this now.
I got it off. I just want to say thank you for doing this for me. I don't like you.
Okay. And?
We don't have to like each other, but we work well together.
I'm gonna question that second part too, but we definitely got the job done. Ish.
All right, so I'm going to say that was your turn. In that case, then we're going to go back to the top of the round, and we're going to hit Dr. Haze.
Nice. I heal another bruise. And I turn to Storm Fury and say,
what does that put you at
what?
now?
-1.
You're at -1, okay.
And I just turn and say, what the hell is even happening?
Heck if I know. We just crashed through the door. Who are they?
Okay, see, they've convinced you that's true. We did not crash through the door. A giant robot did.
Well,
We
we were
followed.
holding on to the robot. I think it sounds cooler if we say that we crashed through the door. I think it sounds way cooler that way.
Cooler, I'm just not sure it's totally accurate.
Well, anyway, I guess we're in this lab now, so think they're coming back?
I have to figure out what the signal was coming from that was controlling this thing.
Want to do an investigate?
Yeah, we should look around.
Let's investigate.
I guess it's your call, and if you think that's something we can do in a turn.
Yeah, I'll say you
we
can.
don't. Well,
They had their whole thing on a turn, so why not?
Okay.
But I asked you if you think they're going to come back, and you said, so I'm also going to follow your lead on this and say, okay.
I don't have any reason to believe that they'll just circle right back. That would be weird.
That would be very weird. So let's just get some information on this place while we can.
Well, that's only a 17 for me.
And I got a 13.
So you're trying to get a sense of where the signal came from. A lot of stuff got damaged throughout this thing, but looking at where the robot was going, you do see what looks to be a little station set up with some computers and things.
But probably too damaged to even really look into what was going on in that computer, right?
No. The computer was not at a part where none of the combat was happening around where that computer is.
Okay.
I would like to hit random buttons on the computer console.
Way to get locked out of a computer.
What is your intention?
To see what happens.
Roll a technology check with a -2 circumstance bonus.
Okay, that is a 10.
I really should have thought about what happens when you have chaos people on both teams.
I was supposed to neither of us have technology, if I remember correctly. So this is all I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's true. It says that I can use technology. I'm just not going to be good at it. So, so I got a 10 total.
10. You press some buttons and basically you get to a screen that says shutdown signal in progress. It's a yes or no.
Yes.
Don't want it all running, yeah.
And when you look at the robot that originally powered through the door, you see that had a little red blinking light on the top, and that turns off.
Oh no!
Hey, I think I did something.
You did. Do you think that did it to the cyborgs too? Because those are people.
We'll find out.
That is the extent of what
Definitely
you
worth
can learn
looking
in a
into.
turn.
That makes sense. That was a lot, so thank you. That was generous.
All right. So I'm going to say that was both of your turns. So we're back with Machinist, Tatitude, and Sapphire. We're kind of, again, we're going to be in a more loose initiative now of, like, each team, because you're separated now. So, like, what is the team of villains doing now on their kind of combined turn? This is not like a move attack thing. This is a, like, what are you up to?
Oh, Sapphire, you've already pulled up the air vent schematics, right?
Yep.
All right. So essentially, Tatitude's like, where's the closest vent? I'm going to get in there and I'll release the mist over the box so we have cover to be able to get to it. How you guys want to get the goods out? And do we have an escape route machinist? A vehicle, something to GTFO?
I want to say, like, you know, since they were just pressing a bunch of buttons and whatnot, that it triggered things in my system because I'm connected to this. I don't know, how do I do that? Like, right? Because, like, I have this whole suit and everything.
Well, your suit is just like your suit is not connected to the computers. You have like a wrist computer that could theoretically be, but like you are not a cyborg in the same way that like
exactly. Or my guys are cyborgs, but like I would get triggers cyborg, for them, would I not?
I say they're cyborg minions that you're controlling against their will.
If I can turn the lights on.
Yeah,
with
you
voice
command.
commands.
That is something you could do.
Okay.
You could easily like reach into your wrist computer and like activate, deactivate lights.
I just don't know what the lengths of my powers are. My tech, you know, I don't.
Anything that would functionally make sense. So to me, it would make sense that you have control over lighting and have control over the door locks, things of that nature.
Okay.
You know, things that theoretically a security system would be able to do. Cameras,
or suck. You know, like I was sucking, or like suck the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you mean
the vacuum, the air
HVAC system?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what Tatitude was saying about like getting the mist that she's able to put out to spread around it to give cover, and then theoretically, I would assume you meant Sapphire would be the one to kind of like, I don't know, rappel down and grab it.
I have like one more question. Are there vents on my floor? Like, what does my floor look like?
Yeah, I'll say there's some vents under the floor and some vents up above.
Okay,
like it's an industrial warehouse, so it makes sense that it has a lot of ventilation.
Okay, all right. So I'm not gonna. That's all I wanted to say. I'm still trying to like compose myself from the feelings of having to be saved by my criminal
frenemies,
associates.
Do you have any vehicle that we can use? Any vehicle?
To me, it would make sense that you have some kind of vehicle.
Yeah, I do have a what is it called? Like a duck boat, you know? I'm talking about.
Oh,
I have
one of those trucks that can also become a boat. That would make perfect sense because this is a city that's along the Great Lakes. So
definitely thinking a duck-themed paddle boat when they said that.
Gotcha. I do have one of those.
At least in Boston, there are giant boats with wheels on the bottom that can go into like.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My
brain just went to the other thing.
But it's behind a wall, or like it's behind a door on the other side.
Yeah, but you could get to it through the ventilation system as well.
If we needed to, yes.
Okay, so then all three of us can go through the ventilation system. I'll let off the mist. Sapphire can go down and start working on the box. You can head over and start up the vehicle, and I'll try to keep them distracted. Yeah, I'll keep them distracted. This is a bad plan.
Why don't we just go in there and blast them?
That's a worse plan.
Yeah, okay. I have a shock blast.
Why don't we just go in there full frontal violence?
You turned on the sprinklers earlier, right?
Yeah, so it's all raining, so it's like slow motion in there.
So if I did my shock blast, it could electrocute them.
Do you have a hero point for that stunt?
I do.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah.
But don't we want to talk to them first? Y'all talk to me.
Nah.
I didn't talk to anyone
Talking's
first.
for chumps.
You talked to me in prison.
I did.
So is the plan?
All right, my life.
But you're special.
How?
And I needed you to unlock my armband.
You used me. You used me.
Blaster, you gotta do it.
Potato.
I don't even like potatoes.
Hi, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, look at that.
Tatitude has
out.
already climbed up into the air vent. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm just doing this. I'm going."
All right, so is anybody following Tatitude?
No.
No.
Okay. So Tatitude, just to be clear, are you going into the upper air vents or the lower ones?
Upper.
Upper air
I'm
vents?
gonna
Okay.
follow Tatitude. I'm following Tatitude.
Okay,
right.
yeah.
All right, sounds like everybody's following Tatitude then.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I mean, according to this plan, am I to like?
Can they hear
am I
us?
just-
I
yeah,
mean, oh, you know what? You be the distraction. I don't care. I'll go into Inky form. I'll pick it up. I'll just lumber over and like, whatever.
Okay.
Fine. You be the
So
distraction.
y'all
you
go through the vents, and I'm just gonna walk in and have a face to face with these heroes.
Why?
Because I need to understand, and I need revenge for what they did. I need to make a
Revenge.
note.
They're cold,
I
and
get
all
it.
of this is
I
way
need
too hot
closure.
right now. This is not a closure kind of day. Like this.
Listen,
is not, this is,
you came in
this is
here,
for
you
enemy
ate everywhere. I support you. We broke out of prison together. I completely understand.
There was
You
not
came in here and
together
messed up
in
my
this.
lab.
There was not together. in this.
Attitude. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Listen.
okay?
You are
Let
so
'em go.
yeah. You're right. You're right.
They
You're
came
right,
in
Sapphire.
here. I need answers.
You know what? I'm not rescuing you again. That's all I got. Like
I don't
getting
need you to rescue me, okay?
Uh-huh.
I need
Yeah,
you to
that's what
do
you said over that
what I need you
intercom.
to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I'm not
If the
going
timer
to.
You know
finishes,
what?
you're forfeiting your turn.
That's fine. I'm here
All
for
right.
it at this point.
Please.
Yeah, no.
You do
not-
that. I'm going to give you a time, right? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go talk to them and try to reason with them. If I die, I die, but at least I'll die for everything that my father built.
So do you
That
want to get
doesn't
the
make sense,
but it
but
sounds
okay.
like you're trying to get them to get the test light.
That's what they want. And I will go in there and do it, but they
No,
don't trust
you
me.
want the you.
I
thought
need
you wanted
it. I do.
Okay,
I need it.
so we need to get it for you, or you're
You could
Yeah.
leave.
Like-
you saved my life, but
Oh,
you're holding
I
it
can-
over me.
Oh, I can leave.
Oh, I can go?
If
Oh,
you want to
all
leave,
right.
there's
All
no
right.
door.
Yes!
If you want to leave,
I
there's
can
no door. Okay?
I can
If
go!
you want to leave, I'm
I
from
can
New
go!
Jersey. You can leave.
Okay!
But you love
Okay.
me. I know you love me. And
Okay.
you would have left. I helped you before. You love me. You respect me. That's why you're here.
Quinn, is your intention to distract them so that they can get so that the two of them can get the test light for you? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm
They want to get to the duck boat. Right?
right.
They want a
But they're-
vehicle to escape. But
Right, but they've been offering to get the test light. That's what I'm not following. For
Quinn,
you.
I can call one of my many connections
But
that
okay,
will
okay.
come and get me, that will help me to
But
escape.
how long will it take them to get here? I feel like I should go in there and distract them. I'm more powerful than you. I'm literally offering myself up as a sacrifice so that y'all can go and help me. Right? So we can get out of here, get the test light, and go.
So Tatitude is
Do
up
it.
in the Tatitude is up in the vent
Right.
already. Sapphire, are you going in the vent as well?
Shoot.
Get in
Or
my
see,
vent,
I don't even
Attitude.
know.
Get in the
I don't
vent,
even
Attitude.
know.
I will
Sapphire,
even give you a
Sapphire,
plan.
yes or no? Are you in the vent?
Yes.
All right, so you
Get
two
in
are in
the
the
vent.
vent. Machinist is down on the ground. It is now Dr. Haze and Storm Fury's turn.
Want to do some investigation on this stuff? How you feeling? There's a lot of boxes around here.
There's a ton of boxes. I feel like I don't know what we're working with here. I'm honestly surprised we're not hearing sirens yet.
I have an idea. I'm gonna make a call to some people. I'll call in. I would like to call in my my scientist friend. Let's see, all the contacts that I've made so far in this campaign, and some local authorities.
Who was that?
Yeah.
It was a guy from the museum, I believe. Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah. But he also knows about like fire forensics and stuff like that, because I asked him some fire forensics related questions.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second to open that. His name. Where's my mouse at? was Dr. Pritchett. And then you also spoke to Travis Carlson, who is an investigator for the police department, if you're just talking about the fire stuff again.
Yeah. So I want to call in my investigator buddy, I want to call in the doctor. I want to call in for backup and be like, hey, so we're kind of in a pickle here, but we got some interesting crates and these giant robots. Did you know that Gundams are real? Did you know that Gundams are real? Well, they're here. You got to come see this.
So it's like midnight, and Dr. Pritchett did answer, and he's like, I'm sorry, Miss Haze. What did you need me to come check?
Oh, call in for backup. I'm in kind of a pickle here with Dr. Haze. We got into a fight. There's these giant robots that have been terrorizing the city. I don't know if you saw it on Nextdoor. I saw it on Nextdoor. Also, I'm caffeinated enough. If he couldn't tell. I don't know if you saw it on the neighborhood apps, but there have been these robots that have been terrorizing the city. Well, they're all here, and we need to call in as much backup as possible, because the last time I called the police, they didn't send anybody at all. So I need to call as many people as I can while Dr. Haze is looking at the rest of these boxes.
So it's worth noting you did not reveal your secret identity to this person before. So Dr. Pritchett is very taken aback.
The other guy I did reveal my identity to.
Yes, Travis Carlson you did.
Yeah.
But you told me you were calling Dr. Pritchett.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
And he says, I mean, if you're trying to get an investigator there, I would call Mr. Carlson again. You know, he's actually on night shift, I believe, today, so.
All right, well, fine, thanks. And then I click hang up, call I call him.
Hey, it's Maisie, right?
Yes. Hi. I'm at this warehouse. Have you seen those Nextdoor posts about those robots that have been people have been seeing?
Yeah, we've been on call all night for different things going on.
Yeah, we found where they're heading. We're actually at their headquarters right now. Actually, here's my location, and I just kind of drop a pin and just take a. I send that to him. I'm like, here we are. Can you please send some backup, please?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So you get off the phone with him, and Dr. Haze, what are you doing?
I'm just investigating boxes and stuff because I'm worried. They had those drones I feel like would be small enough to fit in a barrel or like a box. Those were kind of concerning.
You're finding a lot of the same kind of robot parts that you were, the ones that you were fighting earlier, the drones that... Remember that the sprinkler system is still on, so everything's getting very wet very quickly.
Cool, I'll make sure to open those boxes and make sure they just keep everything getting wet. Let's go.
All right. And so now we're going to switch back over to the villain team. And so it sounds like Sapphire and Tatitude are in the vents. What are you doing? It sounded like one of you was going to try to be a distraction and one of you was going to be a grabber.
No.
No?
Machinist's daughter said that she was going to
I would be
talk
the
to
distraction.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Machinist is going to be the distraction. And what are
Yeah.
the two of you doing in you're in the upper vents above everything. You can see them. You can see the sprinkler system getting everything wet. You can see Dr. Haze and Storm Fury.
Yeah.
You heard Storm Fury on the phone. So what are you doing?
I guess I know this isn't technically in Mutants and Masterminds, but she's holding her action to see how this goes down with the Machinist's daughter. She's not doing anything.
Yeah, you can do it. You can ready an action. So
yeah.
I'm gonna
right
ready
now,
my. Yeah, I'm ready. Yep. Sorry. Yeah, it's your turn.
readying to run away. She's not actually planning on doing anything to help at this point.
Okay, and Sapphire?
Wow.
I'm readying shock blast.
Okay.
To the floor.
All right.
To
So
electrocute.
what is the what's the trigger on this? Is it going to be depending on how successful Machinist's daughter is? Because when you're readying it, you're waiting for some particular trigger. So what is the moment that you're waiting for?
I think I'm waiting for them to get into close proximity.
Close proximity with what? Or with what?
To each other.
Okay.
So
All
that
right.
I can shock them.
All right, Machinist, it's your turn then. What are you doing?
Can I have a conversation first?
I mean, they're already in the vents. You already had your conversation.
No, not with the enemies. Because I walked into the room, right?
Okay, so
like
you walked into the room. So you
like
have your,
I'm
you
gonna
have your
be
key
the
systems,
distraction.
You unlocked the door. You walked into the room. It's still raining.
It's my house.
And it's still Machinist's turn, but the two of you, Haze and Fury, see them walk in.
Yeah, so I walk in and
so what are you doing?
It's my house. Oh my god. Chat. So I walk in, I see them, and I just, it's raining, it's really moody, there's fog and all this smoke, and I'm just like, here we are, right? So much has happened and we never said a word to each other, but we're back here. You're still here. I need to explain myself. I need you to understand I'm not your enemy.
Explain away.
So I'm here. This is my lab. There's so much things that I'm doing and working on. And I'm very confused. You came in here and destroyed things. I'm trying to persuade them, like that, hey.
All right. Are you making your way
you
towards
can trust
them as you're
me.
doing this?
Yeah, just with eyes wide open. Like, just...
Okay. Are you actually trying to persuade them onto your side?
I do.
Or are you trying to trick
I want them to... I want them to feel comfortable with me, considering that,
Is the plan to backstab them, though?
No. So,
I gotta make sure, because every time I'm trying to... Every time someone here told me they're perceived...
Listen, level with me, bro.
It sounded like deception.
Level with me. This is all talking
I don't
moves
know.
here.
It sounds like deception to me.
That's why I'm just asking what
you don't know me. I don't know you.
I don't
All
know. Right. I kind of know you.
Roll persuasion.
I'm not
then.
talking to you. I'm talking to the heroes.
All right, so roll persuasion then if you're trying to actually,
Wait, I didn't finish my speech.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, finish your speech. And then
let me finish my speech and then I'll roll it, and we'll let the gods decide. But you don't know me. I don't know you. You came into my home. Sorry. You blew my sorry. You blew up my lab, and I forgive you for that. I ran away. I just wanted to make sense of it, but I'm on the cutting edge of the future. I'm trying to just make the future happen. I'm trying to do all these things. We can discuss that over tea, but for right now, I need you to back away from this test light. I need you to trust me. I need you to listen to me. I'm just a robotic
I'm talking to
girl.
And during this speech, I'm turning to Tatitude and going like, "What the fuck? They told him about the fucking test light."
Yeah, no.
To be fair,
that was Tatitude's cue to GTFO. Like,
all right, I was
no.
gonna say, so you guys are crawling through the vents. So the
done.
two villains are crawling in the vents towards the duck boat area. Though keep in mind that Dr. Haze and Storm Fury don't know what test light is.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like as soon as she said test light, I raised my hand. I'm like, what's test light?
And I'm just kind of like, it's where we go to get tea. I thought that we.
Okay, this is now deception.
Oh,
you said
so you're not here for the tea?
What?
You're not here for the tea?
No, all right, I'm gonna let you take that back. But if that's your actual statement about it's
that
tea,
is my
you're
actual
lying to
statement.
them.
It's
All right, roll
literally tea. Okay,
Roll
cool. I'll roll
deception,
deception. Okay.
I feel like
I've
that's
never
got to
done
be
this
at a
before.
penalty because
Yeah,
of
I'm
context.
already
Yeah,
keeping a
exactly.
penalty in mind.
Wait, I'm getting penalized?
Yeah, because what
Okay.
you said doesn't make any sense.
Why? I'm acting. It's acting. Is this not theater?
Right, but the rules do indicate that the believability of your lie does play a factor in how your.
But if they don't know, like I didn't know that they did not know that. But I guess if they don't know what that is, then it's like, why is that me to be penalized? I don't know.
But in the context, you said that like you can just put the test light away after you'd already talked about the tea. I'm like, wait,
yeah,
that makes it a noun.
Oh, okay. So me saying that involves like what? What is that? Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, that's what
Aw.
we meant.
See, I fucked myself.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
We could still roll garbage
you
on
did.
this.
You
You could
did.
still have
yeah,
terrible
what's
rolls.
your total?
I'm
And the
trying
other
to
two
be
are
a
going to roll
villain.
insight.
Insight.
So where's deception at on the?
Deception's on your skills on the second page on the right.
I rolled pretty bad. You might be fine.
I
Ooh,
got a 20. Altogether, I
so-
rolled a 20.
So what's your deception
Dang.
total?
So my deception is 14 plus my roll, which is 6.
So 20
We
versus
won't be
20.
Mm.
So Dr. Hayes Dr. Hayes is like, I don't know if that's true, but I don't know
I don't
exact-
understand
I don't know
enough
what's
to know
wrong.
what's going on. Yeah.
I'd say Storm Fury, your opinion is like you don't, based on everything that's happened, you just don't trust what they're saying.
Why don't you trust me?
You don't know that they don't trust you. That's you're not a mind.
Why don't you trust me?
What is this
I
suit
sense,
even worth?
I sense your last of
Does
trust.
my suit not read
saying,
minds?
saying why don't you trust me is a way worse thing to say after lying to someone.
Just gaslight us super hard. Why would you not believe me? What reason have I given you?
I can see
Hear me out.
And
Why not?
Meanwhile, up in the vents, Tatitude and Sapphire, you've successfully gotten into the duck boat.
I'm like, yeah, I'm face palming. Like, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, you're hearing all this through the vents, but you're able to successfully get past into that other room where the
Thank
duck boat
God.
Is it still my turn? Because I didn't do any actions. All I did was.
I mean, we've been on kind of a loose initiative. If there's something you really want to do, I'm not going to say you can't. It makes sense that you'd be able to.
I want to shoot the doors that the duck boat would come out of.
Nope, you don't know that they're.
I can't
you
do
don't
that.
know that.
I
You don't know that they've abandoned you because of your nonsense.
Why won't you let me?
I'm letting you be evil. I'm not letting you be a mind reader.
But I knew, like, I could. I'm in a tech suit. I'm a technology. I'm my daughter's father.
I'm my daughter's father.
I am also my daughter's father.
So the good, I was gonna say you should take this as a blessing because the original plan was for Sapphire to betray you and electrocute you all.
Wow.
Man, I was ready to do it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But
so those
now,
two. Well, I was say so now at this point.
and a Tatitude, high five, and
Yeah, you're in the duck boat. You're not getting a chance to do anything yet. What are you doing any other actions, machinist?
Can I roll for a cry?
No, crying's a free action. You do
Crying's
it.
a free action?
You're weeping openly, but with all the sprinklers, no one can tell.
That's the way it goes.
They can't see your tears in the rain.
What have I
The
done?
acting classes went to waste.
I just wanted to make
So
my
it's the
dad
sobbing
proud.
that gives it away.
I
Yeah,
just
that-
wanted to make my dad
That
proud.
rings true to everyone who hears it. I wanted to make my dad proud rings 100% true.
Can I speak it into the megaphone of my? I
Oh,
just
I'm
wanted to
saying
make
that
my dad proud.
everybody heard that.
Oh.
It's quiet enough in
Cool.
this room right now.
Look,
But even the people on the duck boat.
Even the people in the duck boat room. It's separated by a wall, so.
look,
Cool.
there's no reason for us to like hit you or anything anymore. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. With the cyborgs marching this way and the big robot, like what are you doing? You keep talking about you're just trying to change the world, but I don't know what you're doing, and it seems very bad for my city.
To change the world, you have to start with dust. I want to stop fucking laughing at me. Oh, fucking...
The more she says, the more attitude is like she's nuts.
That line goes so hard, though, to be
I'm
fair.
so glad
point for that.
Who was I imprisoned with? This is intense. What?
You never listened to me. You never
Because
listened to me. No one ever listened to me.
that first sentence is scary.
Yeah, if your plan is to turn the city or the world or whatever into dust, then yes, we're gonna have to stand against you for that.
But can you just stand with me?
No, that's not an option.
Can you just give me a hug though before you go?
I don't trust you enough to give you a hug, and normally I give really good hugs.
You've destroyed my entire lab. You've destroyed my life.
And it sounds like we made the perfect decision to do so.
You know, the other
sorry.
players in this who haven't, except for Claude, who haven't listened to the show, wouldn't realize this. But the Machinist's daughter having a nervous breakdown is actually very in character.
It's perfect. Like, this is the character. It's, yeah.
You know what?
Quin, check your texts.
Okay. Sorry, I'm crying a lot. I'm sorry, it's method
And
acting.
so, at this point then, with that discussion occurred, Tatitude and Sapphire, you're able to get the duck boat started if that's what you were trying to do.
Awesome.
Which does draw everyone's attention.
Cool, because I was about to say, I have +5 on vehicles, so I figured that was enough to, like, vroom vroom a bitch out a wall. Or out the room. I said wall, I meant room.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to, like, bust down a wall with the duck boat, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, whatever the door.
Yeah, roll me a vehicle
wall.
check.
Okay.
That'll count for both hot wiring the vehicle as well as
18.
18? Yeah. So everyone hears the vehicle start, the other 3 people that are still in the warehouse, and then you also hear as it smashes through a gate to get out.
I mean, that's not another giant robot.
You look out the window and you can see that it's a giant well-armored duck boat.
It's the horn.
Yeah, like this is.
I think Tatitude is very serious about the driving, and not Goldie. Sapphire's just over there, just being like, quack, 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 quack.
You're on your own now.
Jesus.
All right. So let me see. So for Tatitude and Sapphire, you're starting to make your way through town.
Making your way downtown, quacking fast.
And
ducking
what
fast.
I will say that what I will say you see though is one of the Okada Tech hovercraft flying through the air. One of the attack craft that was following you when you originally escaped the underground with the test light, and you see it heading in the direction of the Machinist's lair.
Oh, so it's not following us.
God. I
Or
hate having morals. And she turns the damn boat truck thing around like, we have to go get her in the freaking test light now. I hate morals. Ugh.
Well, hold on.
Fine.
I think I can shock blast the drone down.
Well, it's not a drone. It's like a piloted vehicle.
Oh.
I'm not saying you couldn't try to attack it. I'm just saying it's not like a tiny drone or something like that.
I think we could probably try to attack it
I
without
have
going back.
All right.
I
So
have one more HP point. Can we do a team up attack with it to where like I assist with a fireball to make it go farther so it hits it?
oh, like combine your 2 attacks together?
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, I would say you can do that. So you're both going to roll an attack check. Who is the primary attack? We're going to start with that though. Because one is a primary and one is an assist.
I say electricity's mine. So what? I think electricity on top of fire enhances it. I think a fire would be the primary.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Tatitude, you're both gonna roll your attack check.
Okay.
Okay, 7.
Okay.
That's mathing. Yeah, 30.
Holy crap!
Yes. Okay. Let's see. I
What's your
I rolled a 7. I don't know where my attack is.
It'd be your shock blast up in your offenses near the top of the first page.
Yeah. 10, so 17.
17. All right, that hits. So that's 1 degree. And then you said 30, right?
I did. I rolled 18 and I have a plus 12.
And what is the DC normally on your shock
Fireball?
blast? Or sorry, yeah, the fire was the primary.
23.
23. All right, so that's. So you send this fireball careening into the air. You've put all of your energy into it, like you smashed out the front window of the duck boat and threw this fireball out. And immediately, like you're timing it in the air, Sapphire, and you let a bolt out right at the engines. And boom, boom, both engines get hit, and this thing starts careening wildly, spinning through the air, and eventually crash lands into the corner of the building that robot originally ran through. So from the perspective of Dr. Haze, the Machinist, and Storm Fury, basically a small airplane just crashed into the building.
With this building.
And dust and everything flies out. And you see basically for the Machinist, what you'll notice is you see the Okada Tech logo, which means you now know that the people you stole this test light from know where it is.
Oof.
But you also see the scorch marks and the fire marks, so you also know that your ally shot it down.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you guys actually pull up to the building again?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just spun
you
around,
left me?
stopped, punched it out, shot
Yeah.
a fireball.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
All right.
kind
So-
of like a parting going away gift. Like,
Oh.
thank you
And
for
you also-
removing the kill com.
And you can see inside of the ship, the pilots are clearly there's a 2-pilot system, and they're both unconscious.
Good, good.
Okay.
Don't like to murder if I don't have to. Just
So you, and then, Machinist, what you hear is the distinctive, familiar to you sound of more Okada Tech hover planes flying through the air.
Feels good.
What you do? What is your strength, by the way? I believe that's also impacted by your suit.
So it
Strength
says
would be one of the attributes at the top.
it says 3/0.
Okay, so you have your suit on, so it would be 3. So you do have enough strength with your suit to lift that crate of test light.
Okay, so can I do that? And I can't fly though, right? So what do I?
You'd
You
have
said
to
I can't
escape.
fly.
Yeah, you do.
I want to escape with that. I want to pick it up and just kind of move.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're going to escape on foot, or
Yeah, on foot. I'll run.
right.
Do it. But also, I figured I was just in a scene with the heroes. So I guess
so I was
I
gonna
just
say, I'm asking, you all just saw this plane crash. I'm letting you know you have that ability. I don't know if the heroes are doing anything at the moment. Not
Okay,
again, that a plane just
so-
crashed into the room.
I was in a crying scene with them. I'm just gonna gotta go. Just get
gotta go.
go. And just get in and start running towards
And-
that.
All
And
right, so you're fleeing with the test light, and for
I'm
the heroes,
fleeing with the Tesla.
what you also hear is the sound of fire trucks are on their way. For
Heroes.
Dr. Haze and Storm Fury.
Are you
Oh,
able
yeah.
to pursue? I think I have to get these pilots out of this thing.
Yeah,
they're
I can
not
go
in a-
pursue.
They're not in
That's-
good shape.
Yeah, right. I'm not.
As a
Yeah, I'm not
doctor,
in good
I
shape.
can't
I'll
let
do-
them
All right,
potentially
and also,
die up in there.
And Storm Fury, you're getting a phone call.
Up. 1 minute.
And,
Hello.
it's Travis Carlson from the fire department. He says, "Hey, we've got a whole bunch of our trucks on the way. It looks like somebody was paying off the cops."
Yeah, no surprise. That's why I called you and not them.
Yeah, well, I've got a few guys that I know that are on the way.
Excellent. I knew you were the right person to call. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I should be there in 2 minutes.
See you soon.
All right. So,
I love that you did the classic hang up a phone. That's not how it works anymore.
back in the monastery, they actually only have old rotary phones.
It's true. We only had landlines.
Yeah, landlines and rotary phones.
Got the TVs with the clicky knobs. It's perfect.
Yeah.
TV with the clicky knobs.
Those are
So,
fun.
Machinist, you have grabbed the test light. You're fleeing on foot. Dr. Haze, you're getting in to look at the pilots. They look really banged up. It does look pretty bad. They're going to need medical attention. And you hear the sirens on their way. And are you waiting then for Travis Carlson?
Yeah, I gotta wait for him. I gotta wait for this guy. I gotta meet my contact. I gotta meet my contact, dude. If you want to pursue, you go. But I gotta meet this guy.
I can't leave these guys as much as I hate to let them get away with whatever's in the crate. That's one crate I didn't get to. I have to help these people. I mean, we can try to pick up the trail later. I don't know if we'll have any success, but yeah, we got to help these people
trail
out.
later. I mean, we just walked into enemy territory. We didn't know what we were going to expect. We didn't know what was going to happen. I think that we have a victory because we just got them out of their lair and we get to investigate it. So I think we still have a victory on our hands.
I'm just confused, honestly, about everything that played out. We definitely need to look into them more, but help these people.
So, just to sort of wrap up, Machinist, you're able to flee on foot. You do eventually realize you're being pursued by those hover planes. So you eventually escape into the sewer system where you do have a boat stashed.
A duck boat?
Yeah, let's say it's a duck boat. Sure.
Okay. All right.
They're one with the sewer people now.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Machinist daughter.
So the machinist, you escape through the sewer system, successfully evading Okada Tech. Tatitude and Sapphire, you're able to use the other duck boat that you took, despite the damage it has. You're able to like take it to the water. So you're not meeting back up with Copycat, I'm assuming.
No. That pervert? No way.
No. He was
And so
so
you
inefficient with his powers? Why?
Oh
No.
my god.
And you eventually get back into the water. Storm Fury, you meet up with Travis, who, you know, brings in medics and brings in people who start cataloging everything in this warehouse, you know. He eventually gets back to you like the next day saying that, you know, the Machinist had been outfitting local gangs with so-called upgrades and had now been using the machines inside to take over those cyborgs as sort of pseudo-army to bolster their forces. And Dr. Haze, you are successful in treating those pilots. And you actually get a message from Okada Tech thanking you, which is very concerning to you because they sent it to your home address.
Ooh.
That's terrifying.
Oh.
Noted.
And with that, we have completed the Highwind Rumble.
What a wild ride.
Wow.
Absolutely unhinged, unbelievable.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, am I just the Machinist now? Like,
that's what I've been taking to calling you. Also,
yeah, I don't want to be my.
Also, because it was easier to write it on the Also, because it was easier to write on the title card.
I don't want to be the Machinist daughter. Like, I'm my own person, and you know,
you continue your father's legacy, but you are.
Yeah, but I'm not his daughter.
You're not his daughter. You're his successor.
Yes, I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions as we wrap up our first ever PvP crossover?
Woo! No, I loved it. So good.
This is fun.
I like fighting y'all. That was fun. Tatitude. Oh my gosh. Could we just like have a show where we just do voice? Can that be something we redeem or something at a point? Like for viewers? Like we just act for like half hour.
RP.
Just RP.
That's so much fun though,
improv.
honestly.
Just RP. I was like, I don't know if I think the next time your two characters meet, it might not be pretty.
We might start throwing fists at each other or something.
It is what it is. It'll be like one of those like Marvel things where it's like, what if?
Yeah.
We have it's a tentative idea we've written down. We want to do what if streams, and we're gonna call them remixes.
Nice.
Remember, Sapphire Shadow has made away with some refined test light.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
Man, and Tatitude came out with nothing again.
You got a duck boat.
You got a duck boat and freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
I gave you a duck boat.
Give a shit. I stole the duck boat.
I was gonna say the test light's worth a lot more, but hey, duck boat's a duck boat.
Duck boat is a duck boat.
Can't drive a piece of Tesla around. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can definitely trade this guy a lot easier than I can a piece of flashy rock that goes boom sometimes.
That's true.
Alrighty, friends. Well, I want to thank everyone in the comments who have been watching or listening. If you've been, have the video turned off, just thank you very much for sticking with us and seeing the end of this wacky adventure. I want to take a moment again and give everybody a chance to say goodbye and to kind of hawk your wares. Quinn, you can start with you.
Yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to the cast. Y'all are all amazing, and it was fun to play with y'all. Shout out DM, you're awesome. My name's Quinn. I do a lot of internet stuff. Control Quinn. You can find me anywhere, but most importantly, I just want to be really thankful for this amazing cast for letting me come in here and act and cry and make everyone feel weird and get in the scene. Y'all are dope. I appreciate you. Thank you, RC.
You're welcome. Claude?
I am Claude, as was just said, at Curly Insane Guy. I'm on Instagram and Threads. Also representing the TTRPG Collective Discord, and they are also on Threads. RC linked them. We're just a group that supports GMs and people who are creating games. We've built some systems together actually, and it's a really cool place to get to know others. And thank you for having me on again.
Happy to have you. Carp?
I'm Carp, short for Mother of Carp. I am mostly on Twitch. I also have an Instagram that's the_blue_haired_girl_art at yes. I make things, I do stuff. Sometimes I play D&D when I'm not here, and this was a fantastic break from my typical D&D squad. So thank you so much. Everybody was awesome. This was so much fun. Thank you for inviting me back on. Yes, thank you so much.
And I'm Goldie. Are on all socials, the Queen Goldie, and I do a bunch of stuff, and I love pop culture and movies and just discussing all things. So come hang out, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, and Joe.
Again, I'm Joe. You catch me mysteriously wherever I may or may not pop up. Most of the time over at Untold Stories Projects, and then randomly other places. So, yeah. Keep up with Untold Stories Project, and you can probably keep track of me.
And links to everything that has been mentioned here can be found either in the show notes, on our website, or at masksandmayhem.com/links. Just want to take a moment and thank everyone again for joining us. Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. If you'd like to pick up the game for yourself, link can also be found to the Green Ronin store, I should say, where you can get a 5% discount. That's an affiliate link of ours. Thank you again very much for watching, and until next time, I'm sure this won't be the last time that we'll see Tatitude, Sapphire Shadow, Storm Fury, Dr. Haze, or the Machinist. Good night, everybody.